Starting recording now. Oh, okay. Everybody here?
Yeah. Okay. Is Aiden here?
Aiden is muted.
Yeah.
Alright.
Can everyone hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Fixed it.
Awesome.
I pulled up my headset as I was moving everything because I'm a genius. I was not trying to, so.
It happens.
Yep. Let me just lift up the charger so I can move the laptop into an actually comfortable position rather than awkwardly flopping around.
Alright, so we're just waiting on Aiden.
Yep. Presumably he's grabbing something or other. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready for murder.
Welcome back.
Okay. Alright, so. Where are we here? Here we go. Okay. Alright, everybody's ready?
Let me actually pull up the character sheet, although there's, like, nothing on it, so that doesn't matter. Like,
It might have your moves listed.
I need to look at 2 numbers. That's it, maybe? There's some numbers on here, arguably.
Hey, it can have your moves.
So that's what I have. Well, my moves. I fly, I have stick.
Oh, you have... Well, listen, some of us don't have such simple moves, okay?
Yeah, you gotta go for the classic Valkyrie build. Come on.
I mean, nothing wrong with Val.
Anyway, yeah. Let me pull up the Glitter Hearts OneNote.
Ow.
And I should probably make a session subsection, because I like to do that. For my notes, the thing I've just done is, because I used to have all the session notes in a giant text document, I'm like, okay, well, this is pain. So I just use OneNote, and I have them dated. Really helps.
I feel that.
All right. All is prepared.
Groovy. Okay. So, I'm gonna start y'all out. It's the middle of the day. Y'all have been out doing your own thing. You've been noticing over the last several days, a little over a week now, weird news stories, strange reports, conspiracy theories and rumors. You've noticed weird, like, chunks missing out of walls or out of sidewalks, unexplained subway closures, mall closures, school closures, destroyed public play areas, like, just all kinds of weird stuff that you don't really know what's going on.
I at least know who Alma has asked about that. Keep going.
You've seen some of the physical damage, but you haven't been up close with anything. So all you really have are the rumors that are floating around. It's concerning and interesting.
I mean, it sounds like oddly specific vandalism. A group of dedicated vandals could pull it off, like those weirdos that were running around with as clowns with knives. You just have to have enough weirdos.
Yeah. Yeah, enough weird people can do a lot. Yeah, so you don't really know what's going on, but you've seen something is going on.
All right.
So each of you, as you're going about your daily business, individually, all of you are not together at the moment. Essentially, you're going about your business, and suddenly there's a ball of golden light in front of you, about the size of a baseball.
Okay.
And it's kind of bobbing up and down. It's almost like it's trying to get you to follow it somewhere.
I don't know how you. The first thing that Kiara would do, regardless of where she is try to go around a corner and hide from it at first.
All right,
What?
well, it follows you.
Okay.
And since you have done what it wanted you to do, gone somewhere out of sight with it.
Oh, that makes sense. My first thought was to make a quip of, so how many points do I get for catching this?
Yeah, okay, so now your characters aren't aware of this, but I'm just gonna straight up say all of you are having this happen in different places at the same time.
Okay.
Okay, we'll probably piece that together later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're all more or less going to be hearing the same dialogue, so I'm only going to run through this once.
Reasonable.
That's fair. That's fair.
So once you're off in a secluded area alone with the ball of light, you hear a voice in your head, and it says, "Hello." And it says, "My name is Lumitum, and I am from a different level of reality."
What's the name?
Lumitum. It's. Hang on, I'll put it in the chat so you can see how it's spelled.
Appreciate that.
There you go. As it is speaking, it morphs into basically a golden moose creature.
Oh,
Alma
Alright,
quietly makes a note in her on her phone or phone equivalent of the date, time, and brief description of the hallucination she's experiencing. Reference for later.
Fair enough.
She's not ruling out this is real. She's just making the notes in case it's not.
Right.
seems reasonable.
It's like, okay, I'm either tweaking or magic exists. Either way, this is insane, and I'm writing it. Good.
So he continues. My home was destroyed by monsters from yet another level of reality. I was unable to stop them. I've managed to track a cult to this level of reality. They're trying to open portals between so that these monsters can come destroy this level too. I'm approaching you because I sense locked within you power, and I want to activate it so that you can try to stop these creatures from, well, destroying everything. You can prevent what I could not, essentially. I'm reaching out to a few different people simultaneously, so you won't be alone if you choose to accept this. But I don't have a lot of information beyond... There's a cult, and they're trying to open some portals, and they think that the creatures they're worshipping are benevolent deities when they are, well, horrible monsters.
Okay, Buzz. I see we're at least providing evidence, assuming that this works. And I can also tell you are doing this by the seat of your pants, and aren't you?
Kinda.
Oddly, that makes it seem more real.
Um,
You understand why people at this level view this as a drug-induced hallucination experience, right?
I can understand why that would be an assumption, yes.
Okay. Well, who else are you contacting so I can try to corroborate and confirm that I am not, in fact, on pounds of ayahuasca that I don't remember taking?
So, the moose kind of lowers his head, eyes closed, and you all of you gain mental images of the others that he is contacting. So basically you just see each other in your mind.
Okay.
Huh.
Actually,
So-
that works really well. Kiara wouldn't have responded positively without that, so that works. That works good.
Sends a quick text message to the depicted people that I know saying, hey, is an arcane interdimensional moose currently talking to you, or am I just high?
Kiara nearly dropped her phone because the noise is startling. At the current moment of why is there an interdimensional moose currently in front of me?
You get the response you get is mad cackling.
Okay, so we
About
currently
a
need to
minute.
confront the scenario that Silva is correct about things. I am... Alright,
There's a small. Oh, sorry.
we're rolling with this. And just look up at the moose god. So... what exactly are you feeling?
Maybe I'm waiting for him to come through this hole.
Sorry, I just got distracted by stuff in my environment. Repeat the question?
It's like, so... nature of this power you're feeling, because I'm just an electronic musician.
Essentially, I sense the spirit of a magical warrior.
Blank response stare. Just processing that.
Does anybody else have anything they want to say here?
I just sent what my Almanthilla will get that response as a text. It is a long text. Kiara is using the text as an excuse to not look at the moose. We'll
Fair
eventually
enough.
look up. We'll eventually look back up at the moose, kind of just. So hold on. That was a lot. Can I ask you to back it up like 2 steps? I'm a little concerned, confused. It's not. I can't fuse those words nicely. So those people you were just showing me? Question mark.
Mhm.
Don't explain how you did that, because I'm probably gonna scream if you do. Those are some of those are my friends.
That works out nicely then.
Yes, you say nicely. It makes me concerned. I need to bonk my head real hard.
Please don't do that.
Okay. Sure. There was one of Kiara's gathering her thoughts. Okay. Takes a couple of deep breaths.
Alma will just quickly ask on her end, not knowing any of this, but also knowing this. So on a scale of 1 to complete psychotic breakdown, how badly is is Kiara taking this?
Not well.
Yeah, that tracks.
Stay. Okay. So we're gonna do this one thing at a time. So I don't know the other person. But right now, okay. So you're saying that you want us to fight a bunch of monsters from a different dimension. Just making sure that part's super clear.
Basically, yes.
Okay. How? I don't really have that kinda just like a awkward flexing thing.
Well, within the group of you, I sense the spirits of magical warriors. You have power within you that if I unlock it, you should be able to access that power to fight, basically. I'm not entirely sure how else I can word this.
Forgot you had an in-character channel, so I'm gonna send my text messages through there.
Oh yeah, that is there. Also, I know what I'm gonna do. This might help. I'm totally not metaing here. I think this also makes sense for her. Let's look at the moose. Fuck it. And holds out a hand.
Alright. So
Do I grab a hoof? What's the plan here?
Lumitum moves forward and essentially places his forehead against your hand. And
I am become horse girl.
it's a bracelet, a golden bangle with rainbow gems around it. Appears on your left wrist.
That is gauche. Okay. Material.
Sorry, can you describe the bracelet again?
It's a gold bangle
Mm-hmm.
with rainbow gems around it.
And like, wait, different colored gems, or each one is a sort of iridescent, multicolored thing?
Each one is a different color of the rainbow.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, so... And anybody who accepts the bangle appears on your left wrist. So,
I was going for.
sorry?
I was just going to ask how it was going for Zella. That was all. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, how are you reacting?
Zella is just kind of dumbfounded and doesn't have a whole lot to say, but it's just kind of watching things and trying to figure out if this is reality or not.
That's fair.
Has she asked any questions?
No, she hasn't said a word yet to the moose spirit.
It's just the dial-up modem sound playing in her head.
Yeah.
Just,
What?
Trying to process what's happening. And there's a
That's
giant
fair.
moose spirit in front of her after all.
Yeah. Very
And here
reasonable.
we find out who in the party would react the most calmly to hallucinogens.
Maybe she's
It's not me.
thinking. Maybe she's thinking, "Wow, this is really Canadian."
Aye.
The
That's
one,
right.
the one who responds most calmly to hallucinogens is probably
It's probably who.
Silva.
Silva, okay.
That's
What was Andrew was saying?
it's
Possible.
probably still.
Dora.
There, that's
Well, how do I want her to sputter? Because she's going to sputter.
Busted 1980s Buick.
She'll just kind of take a couple of seconds. Okay, so I definitely didn't mishear you. You are telling us that we're going to be fighting monsters from another dimension. Looks at her phone, seeing no text yet, assuming that this is currently in the middle of your getting your bangle. Alma just kind of, okay, so people stopped responding. That's fun. Oh God, can you give me a sec? What in the hell?
Take your time.
She starts running. She starts running through her day. I woke up this morning. I ate breakfast. I went to class. I didn't bunk my head then. I didn't. There was no fume. There wasn't any extra fumes from the gas thing, from the glass cylinders. It should be fine. She is running through the possibilities of hallucinations.
That's a good response.
It's a great. I'm actually just gonna control save, so I don't have to keep typing text.
So could Zella at this point, could I be typing text into the in-character thing, or
You don't know any of us, so it doesn't really
no?
work.
Since everyone's talking to each other.
To have an in on the text line, you just need to have reached out to one of us. You might not necessarily have met with the group yet. If I may offer, since Kiara does do social media stuff in the area, you could have technically had someone reach out to her. So you'd have someone to message,
I mean,
and then could group chat that way.
I actually have a hilarious way to make this work, and why is the antisocial character keep connecting to people?
Sometimes.
Because you are a problem solver, Aiden.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Okay, so I only know 3 of those.
looking at the news. Okay.
I haven't looked at his bits yet. Oh.
Anyways, we'll just look up. Oh, by the way, did I get anything more than a bangle, or am I currently, like...
Presently it
Mid-transformation.
is just the bangle. So what he will say is, so the bangle is your magical focus. You should be able to use it to transform into a magical warrior. Hold your left arm up, palm inward, and run your fingers of your right hand along the outside facing gems, the activation words should come to you when you try it.
She will begin doing that and just mumble to herself, I'm gonna be disappointed if this doesn't involve Grayskull. Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, so did we decide on what
Halfway.
y'all's halfway decided on y'all's power words?
Yeah, it was.
What was the first part
Sorry.
of your thing?
I'm trying to find it because I didn't pin it or anything like that because I am in fact made of smart brain. I swear.
Dane.
Found it.
I did too. I get to go for the one that I had for the other bit, but it's just trying to make it look good for me.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
That was the starter bit, and then everyone will get to finish the last little line of it for themselves in theory.
Yeah, okay. So let's take a few minutes. Anybody who hasn't already done that, we need to.
It's just trying to
Yeah,
get it.
yeah,
I wanted to try to match a rhyme scheme, but I can't do anything that rhymes with ages without it sounding cringe.
That's
Honestly, fair.
fair.
Poetry is a bitch to do, especially when you have an overactive cringe sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like they were like, well, then use your powers, and then the character selection screen pops up. It's like, what's the name of your? Wow, seriously, what's the name of your special attack? This is okay. I'm just gonna keep making Earthbound references to it. Buzz, buzz, and this.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Mostly because like this is blunt enough. I'm like, okay, this is reminding me of Buzz, buzz hard. Although I think this thing's gonna die less because instead of being a bee, it's a goddamn moose.
Indeed.
Is it a gold moose or just a
Yeah,
regular colored
it's a golden moose.
Hey,
He is a golden moose.
so to activate your powers, you hold left arm up, palm facing upward, and run your right hand along the bangle,
Along the gems,
the gems.
the outward facing gems. And then dreams from the dark swept along the ages, however you want to finish that.
I think you were actually the one that had a finished one, but Aaron,
Oh, am I the only
finishing mine right now. No, I had like a basic one, but I did not confirm it, so I'm quickly editing like 2 words of it. Lock mine in. I think we're just going to go ahead and just do that.
Okay, and you guys were all gonna have different costumes, right? Except for the bracelet.
Yeah.
Cool, okay.
Like that. It's always this first, like I actually have the final bit of it just fine. It's literally just the connector part that it has continuously plagued me. And now that I had not thought about it a little bit, now that I'm back, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why I hadn't finished this. Damn it.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, ages is really hard to rhyme.
I have one I can do it with. It's just now the rest of the sentence.
There we go. We're going to call it that for now. I think that makes sense. It works out. Works out okay.
It's now for me.
I apologize. I stole like the best word for rhyming.
I mean, we could all use the same word if we can make it work.
Potentially,
I mean, I'm going with sages because duh.
Oh my.
Hey.
Yeah. It was just like that first connecting bit that just my brain couldn't fucking wraparound, and I think it's okay. The result is okay.
That looks pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That also
If I'm
fits
being
well
hon-
with the character.
It does.
Yeah. Good. We're gonna party like it's 1924. I don't want it to be 1924 because that implies bad.
That implies much bad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not a good year.
No, it really wasn't.
The 1920s
Also, part of my-
weren't good.
Yeah. Part of my brain is hoping that that Alma transforms and sends us a picture because I'm not gonna lie. The pretty
that
dress
was the
will
plan.
absolutely- Oh, cool! Because the pretty dress will push Kiara over the edge. I promise. It's really dumb, but it will work. She loves dressing up a lot. Also, I do stand by the offer if you want to actually be able to jump into the text chat by being like, "Hey, so have you seen a moose?" to Kiara.
Like,
Because-
dead as my plan was going to be, okay, so I don't have the number of one of those. Here's my phone number. Tell that woman it and have her text me.
That also works.
That was the plan.
Either option works.
Aaron,
Oh, we
what
can
would
get
you
on-
prefer?
Yeah.
Would you prefer already knowing Kiara, or would you prefer Alma give Lumitum her phone number so you can text her?
I guess it would be nice if I already knew someone, right?
Yeah? Okay.
Whatever works.
That's good. So then probably we were going to meet up at some point to discuss, your social media things in the area type deal. But obviously we have had a moose-shaped interruption for the day.
Right.
Cool. So, while people are fine, I think we are... Is it just Andrew final? Oh no, actually, everyone's done, aren't they? No, wait. Aiden, where's yours?
I.
If you need a minute, that's fine. I was gonna say while someone's
off.
I know the feeling, so I'm gonna. In the meantime, I'm gonna have
fuck
Kiara
it.
kind of.
It's a slight off.
Fine.
There we go.
Kiara will send a
Okay.
message because it'll take Kiara the second of. Actually, it'll be the text messages that make Kiara kind of calm down briefly enough to go, wait a minute, wasn't that last person?
Actually,
And then she will shoot a very quick text message to Zella. Oh, just, this is gonna be a weird question. Is there a moose with glowing bits near you?
Okay, so
meanwhile, while that is happening, invocation is stated.
Awesome. Alright, so you're enveloped in a warm light. And after a few moments, the light dissipates and you are in your costume.
Immediately going to be reaching for things I don't know that I could do. Like limbs you don't have, senses you don't have. Like, she's immediately just going, what's new? Because she's been told she has powers, so she's like, For some reason, my
Okay.
instinct is actually in the spine, because nervous system, which would then lead to the wings.
I mean, yeah, if you're probing your powers, the basic ones, you start feeling like you know how this works already, so whatever's on your character sheet, you're vaguely aware of.
Alright. She'll just pause and look at herself, probably find a mirror. This is too detailed to be a hallucination. Although schizophrenia does bring on delusions. Figure it out.
What did she...
Of course you do.
sending the picture.
So you said that the moose disappears and then we're in costume?
No, the moose doesn't disappear. You're enveloped in light, and then when the light around you disappears, you're in costume.
Ah, the moose is still there.
Yes, he is still there. Antlers and all.
And so what do you mean costume?
So, your magical girl costume. Like
Oh.
how when Sailor Moon transforms, she's in that kind
Oh,
of
right.
schoolgirl almost kind of costume.
And oddly enough, you have an example of it now because, yeah, she. It's not implied because I don't have a fucking picture ready. She sent the image.
Okay. It's implied. I'm having my character do the normal group chat thing where you get the response. Like the response happens in that awkward, staggered way.
Ah, all right. I'm just looking at that and
So is it a surprise kind of thing? Like all of a sudden we're in this new outfit?
Basically, yeah, you do the transformation thing, and you're enveloped in light, and the light dissipates, and your outfit is now different.
Ah, okay.
And you don't necessarily need to decide what that looks like immediately.
Oh, okay.
And they don't all have to look the same. You just have to include the bangle.
Okay.
You look at the top, or actually for Kiara, it's nearly the bottom. So Kiara, I have a bunch of the image board stuff. So the dress at the top of my images is the dress that Kiara is going to effectively be wearing.
Okay.
That is really pretty.
Yeah, super cool. Kiara is. If the moose is paying attention to Kiara's face is currently in between. This is still freaky, but also. That looks really, really good on Alma. That's not that.
it's like on one hand scared, on the other hand gay.
Kind of though.
God damn it. Oh, that was a dirt. She's just like, God. Okay, so if theoretically I agreed to this thing, do I get a cool dress? Says John Phone to Moose.
Yes.
She squints her eyes. The second looks back at her phone as the second picture comes in. Okay, sure.
Alright, awesome. The moose gives you the bangle and explains how to activate it. I can feel the gay from here.
All right, we're finding out how she. This kind of fits the thing that irritates Kiara about Alma. We're just saying shit.
Excuse you.
Oh boy.
The character's great. I spent 3 weeks working on her things, and that is the response you get because she doesn't know what you're talking about. What the fuck up. So she will pay her invitation. Then she is currently sure you're not gonna get a response for a few minutes, and she's just kind of looking at the dress, going, "It looks so good." She's just trying to see if the mobility things work. And she's currently not really paying attention to the moose or her phone.
Fair
You've
enough.
lost her for.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, Alma's just like, Okay, two thoughts. Either, I don't know, you want to lift? I've got a truck. I can go over and pick them all up. Or do you know what a video call is?
Perhaps in person would be best.
Okay. I'll grab my. Oh, I already have my shoes on. I have new shoes on. Oh, weird. Does it have? Of course, it has pocket. It's my dress, obviously. All right. Grab my keys.
Of course, it has pockets.
Yeah. Just take it casually. It's like, all right, let's head over. Yeah, where is she? Oh, that's good.
Everyone is typing.
Right.
The brain almost wants you to relabel this the group chat and then make another in-character one. Can't
I mean, I can do that.
I feel like this is now just the group chat.
Group text chat.
Ah, good. Many people. It's nice there are at least two people with three people really with reasonable responses. My character will come off of her. It's a pretty dress high in just a second. I promise.
There we go.
She's so into dressing up that even the appearance of a golden moose is not as exciting.
It does not deter. It's free.
You
Yeah.
see, the actual
Yeah.
problem is that Moose is intelligent, and therefore it is a person, and therefore it is a problem.
Right?
Yeah. The moose has the potential to be problematic. The dress is beautiful, so we're fine.
So the moose speaks, yeah, it has like a human voice.
Yeah, it's got a masculine voice. It somehow comes across as both in your mind and like actually verbal at the same time.
That's good. Like audible.
Yeah, audible. That's a better word. Thank you.
I keep forgetting to recopy that.
That all depends on if you guys have it down.
So, oh, that's how that's gonna go. After a few more minutes, after another minute, seeing the messages. Wait, so if you're talking with everybody, are there gonna be like 4 of you?
Not once we're all in one place.
Yara's making a face of how does that work? And she shakes her head. Oh, I should probably respond.
And if they do get a property in that, they should look into, I know Barry allows, I don't know if Belleville does, but backyard suites, where you just put down like a modular home, then you have a rental property in the back, then you have
It is as soon as she steps out of the little hidey hole that she's in. She realizes that she would have to go around with the dress on, and she has the freak out.
Going up business.
Oh, excuse me.
It's great. She is suffering from no social problems at all. She's got this.
All is well. Solid plan.
Taquitos are great. Food is good.
The taquitos don't take effort.
This
I've
is
got
true.
shredded chicken. I shove that in there.
You will note the thing that might be nerve-wracking is she is in her car, in the magic transformation, with a moose, who is probably hiding.
Well, the
I don't
moose is
moose aside.
the avatar
back to
of
being
the
a-
moose with you has gone back to being a ball of light.
Really?
So it's just kind of
Makes sense.
floating there in the vehicle with you.
Anyway, she is on the way.
It looks like we're also getting a response from Zella. Oh, does Zella drive?
No. Well,
Ah. Okay, yeah, your message came in as I asked. Yeah.
he drives, but he doesn't have a car. Say that.
Sweet. All right. So information is exchanged.
Go. Anyway, here you go. Probably a bit of a delay. If she can still talk to the thing, the moose, she will, I don't know, be oddly casual with it. She's mostly now wondering about its the technology level of wherever she's from. He's from.
We always need taquitos.
Silva is adorable.
You can make taquitos for when we all show up at the club. Or...
Where's she gonna be?
So I'm assuming we all live fairly close to each other, yeah?
Well,
You're
we-
in the city.
yeah, you're all within the general Toronto area.
Yeah, but Toronto's big.
Yeah, but like downtown core.
Oh, okay.
We're probably within like
I mean,
15 to 20 of each other at the most.
I mean, I
Like-
guess if we want to do it that way. Oddly, okay, that would explain why she's going out often. She'd probably want to fuck this city, but also
Yeah.
fuck money.
Because if Alma doesn't know Zella, she's probably not going to drive like an hour to go pick her up or something, right?
Yeah, no, you're all
I mean,
within Toronto.
You
proper.
wouldn't know that, but no, she'd do it. She doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She'd just be like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, yeah, we're both contacted by an interdimensional moose, but God, that's such a commute.
Right?
Well, you also have the other two.
Well, Silva's gonna be at the club, so Alma doesn't have to go get her.
I'm expecting Silva too because
Oh,
it's
right,
hers.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Silva lives in an apartment above the club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's technically a 3-story building. It's got a main floor and a upstairs and a basement. The club is the main floor and the basement, depending on what you're doing in the club.
Mm.
The top is Silva's apartment. Because why would she devote a 3rd floor to more club when she could have to live for
Apartment.
free?
Free is good. Free is great.
Mm. All right.
section.
While
About
waiting
half of
for
the main floor is
Alma,
club, the
Kiara
other
will
half-
100%. Oh, sorry.
The other
Oh, man.
the other half of the main floor that isn't club is where Silva stores all of the outfits she makes and works on them.
Oh,
While while waiting for Alma, Kiara will take a whole bunch of as glamorous pictures as she can, considering she's hiding behind a building. She's just currently just vibing on the fact that she has this cool dress, and she's just kind of. So how does this? So does this come on every time I touch the little wrist guy?
Anytime you activate the magical focus, yes.
Wait, question. So what happens? So she'll try to turn it off to see if it puts her back in the clothes she was wearing before, or whatever, or how that works.
As soon as she focuses on returning to normal, she does.
Oh, it's like a pocket dress. That's so cool. Oh my god. Oh wow! And hold on. Actually, she does. Then goes back, looks at the pictures with her phone. It does your make. Jeez. You really should have led with this part. And she is currently still enjoying herself too much. He's very happy. He's going to eventually remember that the moose is here, says RJ out loud to the other players, and that's gonna. But for now,
I mean, this is fine. She needs a distraction while Alma gets there.
Right?
does anything interesting happen to other people before Alma picks people up? Question mark.
Let's see.
Mostly odd small talk, like Alma asking the moose questions. Technology level. Do you know what a taquito is? And do you want me? Because,
He would love some taquitos, yes, thank you.
Moose eats taquitos.
Hell yeah.
it's not really my jam, but hey, it's free.
So, anybody who does ask the moose questions about himself will learn that the level of reality that he was from
Is it just me again?
was
Yeah, probably.
was
I'll wait for the
pretty.
internet connection to fix itself.
Oh, can you not hear me?
Now I'm audible. Okay, yeah. Every once in a
I
while it
could
does
hear
that
you.
where I can transmit, but I can't hear for a few seconds.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. He's back.
But yeah, so his level of reality was kind of similar to this one. They were actually fairly advanced from you guys, in terms of like computer technologies and medical advancements and whatnot. But they also weren't as humanoid as you guys are. They were larger, and they had taken themselves to a point where they'd begun grafting positive parts of outside DNA into themselves.
Okay, so you were transhumanists, or whatever
Yeah.
the equivalent is.
Yeah, basically.
Did you guys have this magic stuff? Because, we don't. This is new. Well,
Kind of.
I think it is. I might be
There
wrong.
was some basic magic that we had access to. We didn't really have. So we had magic, but we had gotten our technology to a point where they were indistinguishable.
Fair enough. That makes sense. If you can automate it, you will.
Mm-hmm.
That's a constant. So, is it just you now?
I am the only survivor I'm aware of.
shit. And she'll be quiet for a bit, and if this guy can read facial expressions, she has an expression of, I don't know how to go off of that one. That's a thinker. So yeah, species is dead. Okay.
Yeah. That's what we call a down.
Yep.
Well, this world will probably be a little bit weirded out by the glowing transformation moose thing, but not that much. So, I don't know, you're welcome here.
Thank you. This is... This was the largest form that I could access in this reality.
Well, you chose a animal that is known for being... You don't fuck with a moose, so people should leave you alone.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, they'll investigate because you're glowing. If you can figure out how to turn that off, then you just be a moose. They'll leave you alone. Just don't be a moose in a city that gets animal services called on you.
Fair enough.
No, you can move to the city, get animal service called on you, and then do crazy magic. It'll be great. Don't actually do this. This is terrible.
It would...
Very
I mean, if I was a moose, I would absolutely, like, do that so I could then make animal services question their sanity by talking to them.
When Alma gets here, Yara will have transformed back into, like, normal city clothes. And we'll just kind of, why are you still wearing the... Okay.
We'll just look around. Is there really anybody else here?
Yeah, is there? I'm behind the glass-blowing building.
I mean, there's some random people wandering around, but nobody's paying attention.
She is going to, as quietly as she can, just sort of... Her only response to that, she's silent. She'll just quietly slide down in her chair, so she's below the window. There's probably some light. Slide back up in her civvies.
RJ laughing. Carol will just kind of open her mouth to say something, shake her head, and then try to get in the car.
Yeah,
Sees the
you
glowing ball of light, I assume fuse, or one of them disappear, or however that goes.
The one that was with you has vanished, and now it is just the one in the vehicle.
Okay, so it's back to small ball form. Okay.
I mean, if the dress was loud, I feel like the glowing moose in the back seat would be a little bit weirder.
Yes, I was not really sure how that was gonna go. Thank you for picking me up. Though I did realize afterwards that I could turn the dress off, which would have made leaving a little easier. Either way. Thanks
Oh,
for
that's...
that.
You didn't want to walk around as that. I mean... Chances are people probably aren't going to recognize you as long as they don't connect the dots. I should have untransformed so they don't do that.
It's okay, it's your first time having two things to protect.
It's more
He
the
says
first time
with a
having
mild
transformation magic.
3 times of taquito.
Sort of look over the phone. I just drove... Fast, woman. Jesus. Alright. Let's get moving.
They're from a box.
Okay. Well, actually, we'll just turn... Okay, also, she hasn't given me... You know where that other chick lives?
Oh. 1 second.
Yeah, you text, I drive. I mean, I could just autopilot it, but... I'm me. And then she proceeds to drive.
Oh no, I had double typo somehow, but we're gonna have that just be, it's fine, it's in character. Typos are in character. Okay. Yeah, then we'll give you the address.
All right, enters it into GPS. She's got one of the ones that's built into the car, truck.
Hey.
I
She
imagine
goes-
that they all have that now.
Yep.
Yeah, but if it didn't, she'd get one because she goes out into the dicks. So yeah, it's kind of important.
Right.
So
Zella
Oh.
is now chain smoking, waiting for Alma to come pick her up. One after the other, trying to figure out what the fuck just happened.
Right.
That's fucking fair.
just sort of like as she's driving. So is this is like oddly casual for you as it was for me?
Casual?
I
She says, looking at you with an incredulous look that you've seen her look at you with before.
It's just like, I don't know. I just sort of, I don't know why I expected more ceremony, but also I'm kind of glad there wasn't more ceremony. I'm in a weird place. I don't know what the standards are for getting magic powers from a spirit animal.
There aren't standards for getting magic powers.
I think that means we get to set them.
Yes,
Ah! Ah!
can't actually say that because I'm.
I know that, I mean, she's even thinking their standards are, it's like anime and then also history and novels and whatnot. It's like, I mean, we could have gotten it from some watery tart in a lake, but that's just not what happened.
Take some Kiara moment to hear what you're to figure out what you're referencing. Just kind of, I guess.
Although then again, if that appeared in my living room, that would be its own problem.
Your living room be drowning because it'd be a lake.
I have no idea. Although if I had a lake in my living room, that would be kind of cool.
No, it's a lake. How big is your living room?
It would much bigger now with the lake.
Ah!
Plus, then I can go
That's the
fishing.
response. Ah!
Continues driving, smiles sadistically, very slightly.
And Zella has just transformed back into her normal clothes, kind of unwillingly. Just kind of thought about why am I wearing this now, and then just kind of her normal clothes just came back.
Makes sense. Yara's currently doing a lovely game of if I just talk fast enough, no one thinks I'm freaking out, right? That's how it works, yeah? Yep, definitely. This is how you hide freaking out, actually, in case you didn't know.
Right.
Yes, actually.
As they're getting closer, Carol just kind of... So, question. Do we all get weapons? Because I definitely didn't get a weapon.
You probably got something else, maybe?
The powers will manifest differently for each of you.
Okay.
In time,
Kind of looks
yeah.
at the ball of light. Looks at her hands. That's great. That's swell.
Presumably it says something that I got the spear. And wings.
He will say, you may not get a physical weapon, but you will have some form of attacking.
She was kind of... Huh. Okay. Okay. This is so absolutely crazy.
You've never been in a fight, have you?
I that's rude.
I'm not
I've
judging
lost
you.
many fights.
Alright, fair enough. It's like, I hope you know I've had my ass kicked many times.
Right.
Hey, that is important.
Currently is texting while this is all happening.
She is not paying attention to that.
That's technically good driving. Good job.
Yep.
Paying attention to that is how you crash. Crashing is bad. But we'll just kind of look to the moose. Looks very confused as to what the fuck is going on in that image.
I have a sudden urge to change the track that we blare when we pick up this chick to "Fashion is Danger." It's appropriate. Jesus, me! No matter what character I play, I have to make references to music that is in-game hundreds of years old.
It's just the life you've chosen to live. It's okay, man.
All good.
So the moose appeared to all of us at the same time, and
Yes.
was like talking to all of us with different conversations at the same time.
Yep.
Moose has many powers.
It's the same being, though, yeah.
It is the same being, yes.
Character's definitely just handling this super well because she's got this.
Just for the sake of time flow, we'll be probably pulling up to Azella now,
Alright, sounds good.
and we'll use this as a chance to check her phone. But at least we'll, wave to the new person. You got the back.
Hey guys.
Hi, how's it going?
We'll just look up, even though she's already in a tall truck.
So Kira,
God
Kira's
damn you, tall.
Oh, right, yeah, you're tall as hell. I genuinely forgot. You're tall as shit. Right.
You
Actually,
get you a
that could
pole
be in
arm,
character.
you'll have way more reach than me. What'd you get? I have no idea.
Did you test your weapon at all yet?
Oh, yeah, I got a flaming sword.
No, I'm the...
Well, just has like an actual look of shock at that. Just shit. All right. Man, we got a whole adventuring party here. Yeah, we'll get in. We're going over to get taquitos.
All right.
Goddamn flaming sword.
So the weapon will like appear with your clothes. Or?
Yeah, it's a
Or-
transformation.
So essentially, when you're transformed, all you have to do is basically think about, like,
Summoning your weapon.
essentially
Oh.
just focus on sword, and sword manifests.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I got a flaming sword, but I guess it went away now.
I
Basically.
don't know how the weapons part works, but apparently I'm the only one that missed the memo.
I mean, if you don't have a weapon, but you have something on level with a weapon, that's scary. Plus, it's hard to predict you. You look at me, and you look at that chick, and you know what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hit you. And... what the fuck? Okay, so she's got the kinky weapon. fuck does she mean to be... Oh, wait, that's just her delusions, right? Whatever. We'll just actually turn to Kira. How long do you bet I won't be able to say it's her delusions?
Yeah, apparently it was about a second.
Looks in the phone. The fuck?
RJ laughing, sorry. We shouldn't laugh so much, but it's fucking great. Oh my god.
Well, won't lie. I am mildly amused seeing you get one-upped by everybody's weapon.
And Turtle screaming, Batman.
The best part is that Silva has no idea the conversations that are going on in the truck.
All right.
He's just sitting. I was just sitting here going, this is active bullshit. What
Hey,
the
just
hell?
Hey, just need some time to test out what you got. I think this is definitely justification for an excursion. Partially so the moose there can walk around without worrying about everybody wondering if they just dropped DMT.
Okay, I'm just gonna not think about what you just said, and it's gonna make my day a lot less complicated. We're just gonna not do it. We're just gonna turn off the thoughts. We're gonna be fine.
Just gotta roll with it. It's the only way through.
There's rolling with it, and then there's an interdimensional, no offense, kind of crazy moose that's told us their entire dimension died. No offense.
No offense taken.
Yeah,
Like
am I blocking out the thought of eldritch horrors I have to fight? I guess I am.
I-
I'm thinking about taquitos right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd probably be reacting about the same way you are if this happened to me. So I don't take it personally.
Good. I am absolutely still freaking out.
Yeah.
Well, however, I have to drive. So, I can't.
Her mouth closes her mouth. She's doing great, guys. She's got this.
Yeah.
So just kind of. So, it's really cool. What is your? You didn't send a picture. What does your dress look like? Kiara says, very clearly trying to distract herself and think about the fun parts of the situation.
Fucking to who?
You.
Me. Oh.
You. Yeah. Sorry.
Let's see. So this dress is she's wearing a dress. It's goth, but also with it's like black with some rainbow kind of stripes in it as well. Cool. And yeah, it's a tight dress.
Is it one of the ones that we threw in your character channel?
Yeah, similar. See the bottom picture?
Yeah.
It's similar to that, but not so poofy.
The top portion is doing the corset thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
And her hair is like, not the top two pictures, but the third one down.
Oh, the rainbow wig there.
The rainbow wig, yeah.
Yeah.
And her
Gotcha,
makeup
gotcha.
is like the picture above that one.
Gotcha. You have a lot of rainbow action engaged. Like it?
Rainbow god.
Hell yeah.
Alright. I'll come back to me. There we go. Carl will just kind of. Okay, so if everybody else has cool weapons, and hopefully I have a cool thing that admittedly is not just my cool dress, because I still think my dress looks the best, but that's just me. I'm biased.
At least you're honest about it.
Yara, you didn't notice the other things because you were genuinely too busy fawning over the dress.
I would be offended, but my dress was amazing. Okay. When we get to a better spot, I'm sure I have something. She's not going to do it while we're in the car driving.
There's a reason I suggested doing it out in the woods in case your ability happens to be, just straight up casting fireball.
I feel like the woods would be the worst option if I can shoot fire.
We can go to a lake.
I get that. I just would like to establish that the woods would be the worst option if I can shoot fire.
I think a city would be worse.
Out
How
of
much of a
out of
city is
character,
yeah.
the level of technology that we're at, there is fire suppressant everywhere.
No, okay.
So it might actually be safer in the city.
It's just that California got tired of everyone's shit and decided, okay, we're gonna finally commit to it.
Kind of
Just
though.
stopped fire.
Kind of though.
Fuck fires, they're annoying as shit. We're done with it. We're done.
So yeah, any major metropolitan area or city of any kind at this point has just built-in fire suppressant systems.
And worst case scenario, I always carry a fire extinguisher in the trunk.
Solid.
Her bed truck. Her truck is a covered bed, so it's one of those sort of, is that a trunk? Not really.
It is and isn't.
Yeah. It is probably oddly big, which might be convenient for the 7-foot woman. It is not the most cramped back of a truck. It's one of those like, oh, the back seat of the truck is actually seating
Nice.
and not a closet you can put a person in.
Alright.
Headaches.
Did you mean to put that in your character channel, Andy?
I did not. I was in the wrong channel.
Okay.
Ah.
There's my warning. My pill time is coming up.
That's good.
So move that and then delete it.
Into the powerful text chat. Because, lol. Okay. We'll see the message into the text chat. That's actually just kind of so it's in the car. Oh wow! I'm sure she probably loved that.
Eh?
Apparently, Silva's hair changes to the correct color she's always talking about.
Huh.
It's-
Alright. Go. Must be reaching out from some inner sense of self and what we actually want. Something like that, probably.
You're
I'm still
taking this
holding
way
off
too
on-
well.
I'm still holding off on believing her delusions are correct. I'm still pushing that one down. That has too many weird implications. Especially anything to do with the jester.
Just kind of blinks. Interdimensional moose.
You have not talked to Silva enough.
You have not thought about the moose hard enough.
Correct, I've only had about 30 minutes to. I just like imagine she has a can of some soda like I do, so she's just casually taking a sip of it after saying this shit. Just... I think Kiara has enough social knowledge to know that Alma is half serious
Hello?
and half trying to just.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, did we lose
Hello?
you for a sec?
No.
Hello?
Hi.
only having the same glitch that I have. Test 1, 2. I will continue speaking, so it can be confirmed that he can hear us when, in fact, his audio does return. Well, then that happened.
Oh,
There we go.
Okay.
Was in the process of losing connection, me think.
Yeah.
Did that fun game where you... Yeah. I hate that game. It's a very shitty game, and I don't like when the things decide to play it. Not fun. Soon we'll be back shortly. Yep.
Yeah, connection issues.
Yep. No problems. Very reasonable, very reasonable. It has been a long time since I've played a character this nervous.
It's probably appropriate because you need to, because my casualness feels a little bit weird.
Hey, welcome back. Maybe. I might be slightly early. Feels like I'm
Thank you.
slightly early.
Seems
Hear
to
nothing.
be.
Cat.
We see a cat, but yeah.
Hello, cat.
Meow.
You may be having trouble shooting.
Yeah, that's okay. We can wait while that gets figured the hecky out. Also, hello, cat. You are adorable. I can't wait to get new cat. Soon. Soon.
I wouldn't mind having geckos again at some point.
Nice.
My geckos were
Lizards
awesome.
are pretty cool. Yeah. Lizards are cool.
See, this is the one that will actually just let me hold her.
System reboot.
I've
okay.
had that bug before. No problem.
Yes,
I've had
that's-
that bug. Yep. Happens.
Yeah.
Not fun, but happens. Also, this group of characters is going to absolutely have either hilarious problems or just be funny. It's going to be great.
I mean, currently, the dynamic we have is Silva believes all this and is a bit wacky. Almost a fucking troll.
As long as you know. Ow.
I have the munchies, but I don't know what I want to munch on, and I'm surrounded by snacks.
I ate like a few apples and then felt too full. Weird.
I have
Ultimate
been
purgatory.
eating cheese crackers and meat this whole time.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I will be right back since we're waiting for Aaron to get back anyway.
like 7 different
Sounds good.
bags of chips, 2 different bags of popcorn, corn chips, 2 different types of orange, most of a pomelo, a bunch of crackers. That's a trail mix.
Let you get-
This is a ready-to-eat Boston cream pie in a box. Literally surrounded by junk food. And food in general.
I'm going to be making some fish and vegetables when we're done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I should heat up some
It'll
of the
be nice.
pierogies I made yesterday. I can't wait.
Because I can complain. Oh, because I can complain about it while we wait. Why is it that Netflix has the either it's going to be absolute garbage when they make a live action, or it's going to be medium? Why?
I don't know.
all I'm hearing from the Avatar: The Last Airbender live action, at least the things they're talking about, is, oh, I know why the creators left if that's your plan. And I'm just like, stop, guys. You have a good show, just base it off the damn show and move on. Internal screaming.
Yeah. Everything I've seen about that has basically made me go, all they're doing is pissing off their existing fan base.
Yeah.
That's realized I was muted.
Like,
I don't see the fucking point in making another adaptation. The original is fine. Do an original idea.
Well,
Oh, I mean,
I agree
yes,
with that
I do
completely.
also agree.
But, like,
Also-
if you're going to remake something in a different medium, don't do things that make the fan base go, what the fuck are you doing?
To be fair, depending on the work, that can be hard to not do.
Sometimes. Are you
Also,
back?
you have-
I'm back.
Hey, alright.
Yay!
Hey.
Groovy.
Well, you're still going to
okay.
be more respectful than what Berserk has got in recent times.
Hey, Berserk.
Oh god. That. Ugh.
The Berserk
Okay.
fandom somehow bizarrely starved for good adaptations.
I like
What?
the Berserk, the first series.
The first series is fine.
The 97 anime? Yeah, that one was kick-ass.
It's not good now, right?
The more recent adaptations haven't been
Shittily implemented
particularly-
CGI with really bad audio design.
Yeah. They're not great.
Frying pan meme.
But, where were we in the situation? The hair
I
was...
was torturing someone.
was the result. Probably. Kiara will just Carol will just kind of... Okay. So that's really cool. The transformations are really cool. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the super evil monsters from other dimensions part. Wait, question. If we just stopped the guys trying to pull them in, do we not have to fight the super evil monsters from other dimensions?
That is correct, yes.
Oh! Oh, that's like the best news I've heard about this whole situation. We should do that.
Ideally, yes.
I'm not sure how well that one's going to work.
Why? What? No. Why won't it work? I think it should work. I hope it works.
I don't exactly know how to tell the authorities that there is cultists trying to summon elder gods into this dimension.
Couldn't we, like, just steal whatever they're using to summon elder gods and, like, throw it in the ocean?
The ocean is the last place you should take it, but that is a good thought. Alright, we steal their Necronomicon. Alright. I'm up for that.
Do they have a Necronomicon?
I don't actually know what, if any, artifacts they have. I just know that the goal of what many of the cult members have been brainwashed into looking at as a religion is to bring these beings into this realm.
So these cultists from, they from your level or another level, or are they from around here?
The person who spread this cult is, if I understand correctly, possessed by a being from a different level of reality. The
That makes
cult
sense.
the cult itself is people from here.
If I see the number 5 overrepresented, I'm gonna start stabbing them.
What did the number 5 do to you?
It's the implications. You don't want to fight that.
Okay. I'll take your word on it. We'll look at Zella for... Do you know what the number 5 means?
Nothing to me.
Glad I'm not the only one.
So we're still driving, right?
Yeah, he's saying all this while she's driving a truck just through Toronto.
Because Tiara has no fucking idea. She's just like, is 5 bad? Do we want 6? How far are we? We'll say to Alma.
If this guy in front of me could figure out how to drive, because somehow he's driving in manual and yet doesn't bother to try to learn how, like 15.
15 minutes. Taquitos are gonna be cold.
This is depressing.
Yeah, it's her fault making them that early.
It's cold taquitos.
If she doesn't know how to keep them warm, that's her problem. And our problem, because then we don't have food.
I mean, I'll eat cold taquitos. I've eaten way more difficult things than a cold taquito.
What is that?
Have you never had to pull like a 48-hour glass blowing session?
Slowly turns.
Okay, I'm gonna take that as a no.
Pretty sure
Listen.
that's bad for you.
Bad for you, pretty glass. Bad for you, pretty glass. One of these is more important. Star has great priorities. Please question nothing.
Can't imagine why you're neurotic. 48 hours, no sleep. Jesus.
The glass gulch was really pretty. I sold it for a lot. It was worth. Do it again. Oh, you meant the weird tentacle things. Okay,
What?
so something in those is number 5?
Technically?
Okay, so we're worried we're fighting. I don't want to fight tentacle face things. That's fair.
But, yeah,
I'm
That was
she might be thinking of a
this
different
time.
kind of
getting cut off
5.
for a second.
I'm gonna have to look that up now.
What'd you say, Andrew? What did Andrew say? Was that a BRB?
No, that was my internet pooped for a second.
Yeah.
Ah. Come on, internets. Hang in there. You can do it.
I know, right? You got this.
All the internet's just like, Alright, train of thought. As we are arriving, because I assume we are pretty close to the location now, Kiara will kind of turn to Zella. Oh, before you meet Silva, some warnings. So, we're technically either finding out that Silva's always been right, or you're going to find out Silva's still really weird. Both are probably true. Silva doesn't see things like the rest of us. I mean, she'll happily explain that to you, just don't be weirded out.
Okay. Got it.
Gives like a double thumbs up with like an awkward energy.
Oh, she park and get out and head her way in first.
Alright. Wonderful. You're all in one place now.
We did it.
Yep.
First mission.
All right. I have no idea what this club looks like other than the underwater bit. But I assume that's where we're going and is in that section.
Are we
Oh,
going to
actually,
your apartment or the basement? We'll just ask, literally just asking Silva. Are we going to your apartment or the basement?
Well, gotta be close today anyway, so I guess we can go downstairs.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll
Are we
follow.
closing today?
Mhm.
What?
Shrugs.
Why are we closing today again?
Well, there's more important things to do.
Yeah, okay.
points to the glowing orb that may or may not be currently a moose. Probably because of that.
I mean, she doesn't really do ops. Whatever. Alright. Let's head on down. Yeah, celebrations are later anyway, so I still got my set prepared.
Oh, you mean for the fireworks later? I don't know what we're doing about the fireworks later.
I mean, I got a set to do. And venison to prepare.
Of course you do. We'll head to the basement.
Okay.
Alright. So, no one else here?
No, just us.
Ruby. Just reach up. Dreams from the dark, swept along the ages, watching unseen, we hear the crying sages. Big ass light. I did the invocation. Awkwardly worded, whatever. First time, second time.
You couldn't have waited till I turned off the light so that wouldn't blind us?
Why would you turn off the light to get less blinded?
You misheard me, Aiden.
Apparently.
Other way.
Huh?
The other way.
I said you couldn't have waited for me to turn on the lights.
Oh, I'd assumed I had. The lights were just on.
No, because it was closed today. It was going to be closed today because of the moose, so the lights were
Oh.
off. So effectively, you just gave us the good old good morning.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, the lights on hers are probably dark blue. It's still probably bright.
I assume so, because it's supposed to be all like, wah!
Yeah, and she'll just be there and transform and be like, right. Sorry. I think the ceiling is high enough. And awkwardly, she's not on the ground. Less bird and more, she just turned off gravity. Yeah. Like I've described it, sort of flatworm-esque wing movements, kind of. Like rippling as if through water. Okay, this is going to take some getting used to. I have no idea how to direct myself. I'm just going to slowly drift into this wall.
Kiara will just kind of...
Oh. Silva
Oh,
throws
go ahead.
out a chain, it wraps around you, and she drags you away from the wall.
Just be like... is now drifting around the room.
You have become a balloon.
Balloon located, captured, and prepared. All according to plan.
Yeah, she'll brace against something eventually, helped by the rooting of, chains. Just... Okay. Wait a minute, you're not transform... Okay, so you can... Huh. Wild.
I think it's just because my connection to magic is just a little bit deeper than you.
Alright.
Kiara is still just kind of recovering from the fact that you just have a magical chain. Just kind of...
Not even gonna question it, just, alright. Sure.
So, for the record, it's the kind of chain that would be on a chain wallet. Like it's about that thick.
Okay.
That is insanely thin.
Yes.
You need even more magic.
Alright, well, y'all are in the basement with a magical moose creature.
There is a woman with a spear floating in front of us. For you. She's just sort of lying backwards while doing it. Just... Huh.
The other thing I can do is much less impressive, but you all also already knew I could do it. Never believed.
Wait, which thing? Says Kiara.
Remember all those times where I touched you and told you something that happened in your childhood?
I mostly heard what you said.
Yeah, it's been coming in and out.
Yeah, you're.
I heard
Super
that. It was.
nice.
Remember all those. What I heard was. Remember all the times I touched you and told. Oh,
and then told you something that happened to you in your childhood.
Acutely aware.
That was
here,
that
I
was
twitched a
magic.
little bit. Is her response is ah.
The problem is that most of you are aware that all of the information that Silva gave you, things she could have gotten with a powerful enough Google search.
I don't know how the hell she could get that information about Alma with Google. That'd be kind of impressive.
Google is powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Google is powerful now. I'm sure it's worse in the current thing.
Just because, like, it may not be a surveillance state, but that doesn't mean there aren't cameras everywhere.
Yeah. Also, admittedly, we all, by just the nature of people paying attention to us at all, it makes it even easier for that process to occur. But continuing. Was the reason you were saying has the moose transformed back into a moose from a ball of light?
Yes.
Let's kind of look at the moose. Okay, so we're doing this again. Okay. Well, I mean, we're all question mark. Is this all of us?
As far as I can tell, this is everybody with a mystical connection.
That is an uncomfortably low number, I have to admit.
Oh, I don't know how far I can reach psychically to find people, so I don't know how big of an area I've searched.
I don't know how to answer that either. Could take a road trip, although we should probably deal with the current situation, which leads to a thought here. She's becoming upside down as she's saying this. So, y'all kept up with those weird reports of chunks of buildings and people just kind of up and vanishing?
Reason 17 why you should be more concerned about the powers we have entered a contract to use, yes?
I was
Yeah.
trying very hard to not pay attention to that because because I knew that if something like that was happening, it was going to end up being my responsibility somehow.
At least you knew, says Kiara with a little bit of a...
Scylla doesn't think she's the protagonist of entirely the protagonist.
Now, at the very least, once we start investigating this, we should probably make sure we're only doing it transformed, because, I don't know if I'm an arcane being is going to, you know, work as an excuse for the police, so we should probably just avoid dealing with them.
It hasn't worked so far.
Yeah, except, yeah, that's true. Granted, we have slightly better evidence right now, she says, continuing to float, flourishes spear. Oh, I think I can actually maneuver. Slight backwards. Yeah, this entire conversation, she's just gonna be just sort of zero G floating around.
Wing.
Yeah.
Kiara's going to kind of take another deep breath in and out, because, dear God, everyone's nonchalantness is throwing her off. Because, you know, that's how that do. And you go, okay.
Well, to be fair, two of us are nonchalant, you're freaking out, and one person is probably disassociating harder than me, because she's not saying a damn thing.
I'm pretty sure, based on Zella's text, she's freaking out. I just don't know. Looks at Zella. How does Zella look?
Stella is, the word is bewildered, I guess.
That's fair.
And yeah, Stella's normally fairly quiet anyway. So.
Mm.
Well, that's kind of. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably not the look of someone who's like just super taking it super well.
Fair.
I do want to say that for the record, I don't like this situation. I was more than happy to live a mundane life this time.
You were?
Yes, if I'm living a mundane life, I'm not in danger.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yara will kind of look at the moose. Oh, sorry, God.
If I'm living a mundane life, the world's not in danger.
I mean,
Looks to the. I'm pretty sure it's technically bigger than the world because the moose said the whole level of reality, which I'm gonna just assume is a dimension for my own sanity, went poof. And if we are taking the moose at face value, that means it's like the whole dimension.
Essentially, yes.
we don't know if there's anything out. I mean, well, there's absolutely aliens.
I
but, like,
didn't say planet.
I'm just going to roll with planet because that's literally the only thing I can worry about. Although, correct me if I'm wrong. You know how to hop between planets in a single universe, looking at the moose.
Kinda.
What?
I'm
And you'll see that actually has her right herself to be in a more appropriate conversation pose.
I'm still trying to figure out what I can and can't do here.
Why is that what's grabbing my attention? Hold on. We're opening the door to traveling with you. Potentially.
It's a possibility. I'm not sure if I can do that.
Do you know if there's anything you could get to boost whatever you're doing? Possibly by robbing the cult. You know, 2 for 1.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't know what they have. I can tell you some things I know about them. So they're calling themselves as a religion Veridica. Give me a
Doesn't mean
second.
anything off the top of my head.
I'm gonna put that in the chat so you guys know how it's spelled.
Something to do with the color green.
Or should that be Viridian? Although it might be the same root. I am not a linguist.
Under her breath, Yara sings, "We're on the road to Viridian City."
Ironically, that would be an even worse setting to be in.
So, the eldritch monsters that they are worshipping as gods, here, I'm just gonna type this in the chat. It's easier than me trying to read it out loud.
Okay.
It's going to be an interesting conversation if and when this thing isn't present.
It's a lot. This is a lot.
It's always a lot, every time.
Still more equipped to handle this than most global issues, I think.
There it is. There's something I was looking for. I mean,
But
should we have everybody? Okay. That's Candace.
Oh,
That's
right.
the fountain.
taquitos. Silva goes and gets taquitos.
Oh, shit.
Taquitos. Kiara gets distracted from her existential crisis by the food.
But by the way, yeah, these are entirely just, whatever has replaced El Monterey taquitos.
Groovy.
This is fair.
She did not make these by hand. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ. Paste as text. Got some long acids.
So the members of this cult have essentially been tricked into thinking that these creatures are positive deities who, if brought into this reality, will bestow eternal peace and joy.
How much you sure they're tricked, and how much you sure? 'Cause I'm wondering if they're actually just true believers in, some people's idea of good is just fucked, even fully believing what it is.
No, the emissary of the monsters, his name is Uglalol. He has specifically been pushing Veridica as a religion, basically seeking to bring these creatures into this reality to bring eternal peace and joy. That's the story he's been feeding people.
I'm also curious if one of the better ways to convince somebody of that is actually having the twisted idea of that. I don't know.
Also, that's how that's spelled.
A dead world can be an eternal peace in a horrid way.
That isn't the way that he's been presenting it. What else? Let me think. Yeah, so he's been pushing these creatures as like positive deities, but they're agents of chaos. They seek destruction and death, insanity, prejudice. They want to shatter and destroy, rape and consume. They want to end everything.
Where'd you get this info, anyways?
Well, I started following the emissary after I was able to escape my reality before its total destruction. So I've been following him and essentially just watching.
How'd you pull that little trick off?
Well, I don't have to have any kind of physical form. I don't need to be the moose or the ball of light. I can just exist as energy, essentially.
That's still an odd little trick. You said the place you were from was still not all that different from ours. I sure as hell can't pull that off.
We were centuries advanced from you.
That is a hell of an exponential growth curve. Although,
I mean, that's how-
wings
That's how growth happens. It's always exponential.
still throwing me off. Okay. I mean, that also just means we're on the precipice of poking this one way or another. Alright. I have no idea how to assemble an action plan on this one. Mostly because I don't know where they are.
That's... So... There's a... I wouldn't quite call it a church. They have a building that Uglalol rents out that they assemble in here in Toronto. I'll have to figure out what the physical address is. I just kind of know how to get there, kind of thing. I'm bad at putting things into words.
All right. Okay.
Only thing I could think to do that's more direct, and the mystery I haven't really addressed as much. Us. We aren't normal. And I don't mean in the obvious way. I have absolutely no damn idea where this power is from. Silva knows, but I don't know if that lead is accurate for everybody else here. The timing is odd. If we can't find out what's going on with them, or at least if we hit a roadblock there, I'd like to start trying to find out what we are. Problem is, I have even less idea how to look into that.
I wouldn't know where to begin.
Any ideas?
Study the magical stuff that's happening right now. Kiara looks like she's trying to think.
It'd help if... I mean, I wanted to see all of us... How about this? I was hoping we'd all do this and I wouldn't just be the only one floating around here. If there's 4 of us with a similar kind of power, what happens if we're all transformed in the same location?
That's a good question.
You're nervous about doing it, aren't you?
She just kind of doesn't respond. She's thinking things through.
Alma begins spinning. Very slowly.
Silva will, in fact, transform when it is brought up. She only hadn't because she doesn't need.
Neato. Interesting outfits. We all have to, I suppose being fabulous is part of all of our souls or something.
I mean, if
Actually,
you're going to
something's-
do anything, you should do it in style.
I mean, then again, you're a clothier, I'm a musician, Kiara here is an artist. I have no idea what you are. Looking at Zella.
A model.
Oh! Shit, and then that completes the set. I make the music, Kiara here makes the promo, Silva makes the outfit, and you wear it. There you go. And we shall conquer the Eldritch Gods with the power of runways.
Apparently.
For a couple seconds, Kiara will awkwardly walk slightly off. Can't not really leave, but just like it gets her little own bubble of imitated privacy,
Fair enough.
and then she will say her chant and transform. And she'll just kind of. It looks really pretty. I don't know, the stuff you guys have been describing.
Alma will very intently right herself. She's currently upside down and will now not be. Okay. Try reaching out and stretching every muscle you have. And find the ones you didn't know you had. That's kind of the direction to go. Going through each part of the body. You should feel it out. Find out what else is there. Hello? Man,
Jay's thinking about how Kiara
okay.
responds. You're fine.
I thought Discord fucked itself.
I know, you're fine. Kiara's just, RJ and Kiara are both thinking. It's fine.
Alright.
We are
All
thinking
good.
simultaneously. Let's see. Ah, that's how we'll do it. Got it. Kira, we'll take a second and just kind of... The problem is it doesn't... There's nothing... I'm not stretching any muscles. She kind of gets slightly more frustrated. The shadows around her will bubble. So she just kind of... I don't... So I don't know. I'm just it's real hard if everyone's looking at me, and then they will bubble into a sphere around her.
Look around me. Look at the shadows around us. Almost saying that.
She just kind of is confused because
I mean
she's
that
currently in a
literally.
ball of dark. I know. Kiara is currently in a ball of dark and just kind of what?
Shadow control, huh? That's exciting. And good for us hiding what we're doing.
She kind of pokes at it, and then a head will pop out so you guys can see. It'll make a smiling face, and then it'll go back into the orb. It's not Kiara's face. It was the shadow creature's face, just to clarify.
Oh.
Right.
Because RJ is flavoring it as Shadow Buddy, just to clarify.
Wait a minute. Didn't she have... Okay, now I'm feeling weird about this. We're 2 for 2 on these things. Her Silva might be right, and then her imaginary friend is actually real.
After a few seconds, you hear a lot of laughter in the orb, and then the orb will turn into just a shadowy figure that's like about 4 inches taller than Kiara, and they both have their arms around each other and are laughing about something. Shadow creature isn't making noise per se, but it is gesturing as though it is laughing.
I somehow didn't see that one coming.
Did you not hear the joke? It was hilarious.
It's not making any noise for me. That kind of makes sense, though.
Blink. Kiara doesn't know how to process that next bit. RJ is just confirming. Has Zella transformed yet, or is Zella currently observing all of us transformed?
Yes, there's all transformed too.
Join the transform party.
Alma will just float up, mostly because then she can actually be at eye level with this woman. Alright, Claymore, what do you got?
That's... Wow.
Huh?
Whack.
What is everybody saying? What is everybody reacting to?
I have no idea.
Why is everybody mumbling?
I'm not. I'm not mumbling right now.
I'm pretty sure it was literally just me, Aiden.
I heard both you and Arjit going, oh, yeah, that's... I'm like, what is everyone reacting to? Nobody did anything.
I'm not reacting yet. Sorry, maybe I just literally made a noise, but I wasn't
Okay,
trying to
I'm
make a noise.
I'm getting thrown off. Am I missing?
I was reacting to something you said, Aiden.
Oh.
So Zella transforms, and you have super. And you have. Do you have a description of your sword anywhere? RJ's looking.
I had not checked that, actually. I don't see anything immediately.
I don't think so, at least based on brief, quick scrolling.
You got any ideas?
No, I haven't really thought about it.
It's just sword.
It's a long blade.
Ruby.
Up to you. Akira will just kind of. I am still jealous. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll figure that out and get back to you guys.
You're in there.
No problem. Akira will still look at everybody. I'm still like sorta jealous that you guys all have weapons. The Shadow Friend's hand will turn into like claws. It'll just kind of scratch at the air. Kara will just kind of. I know. Her demeanor is also incredibly more calm with the Shadow Buddy.
You've got a familiar. Assuming everybody's got at least two things. Let's see, we've got history reading and chains over there. Shadows and... I don't actually know. Maybe there's two there? I don't know. Shadow manipulation is pretty damn open-ended.
Drugs.
Fair enough. And you just got the sword? Mm-hmm. All right.
Not entirely sure.
You got a flaming sword, flight and spear, shadow manipulation, and a familiar, chains and history reading. You're being jealous of me. You guys got the interesting ones. Yeah. Yep. At least.
Wait to wings.
Yeah. Okay. The wings are cool, but like I could just buy a gun to recreate this. I think.
No. Probably does more than.
You need.
I'd assume
you're,
so.
You're leaning away from the mic. You think it does more than a gun?
It probably does more than just spear.
Almost
suppose.
guaranteed.
I haven't tried hitting anyone with it. Okay.
So,
Well, my theory about us all being transformed to one place doing something has not panned out.
I mean, for now, you see Kiara kind of hesitate on the thought, and then the Shadow Buddy will pat her on the back. She'll take a second, awkwardly stumble forward from the pat. Well, I mean, if we're gonna try to make a plan, then we should at least get a pretty good idea of what the goals are. And I mean, I stand by my goal. I'd rather not fight random horrible tentacle face monsters. I'd rather just stop people from bringing horrible tentacle face monsters into the world.
Yeah, if need be, I'll fight the monsters. And the people.
Ideally, you are correct, Kiara. We do not want to fight elder gods. That doesn't end well.
Odds aggressively. So, with that in mind, we should probably hurry, I guess. We're gonna need to figure out where and what and why and how very quickly. Right now, we don't have a lot of information. The information's the only way we're going to do anything good here.
Honestly, I feel like that might actually be your wheelhouse. Investigating what other people are doing, trying to get a read on them, all that stuff. That's you. I don't really know how to do that. I don't really deal with people.
Size. The Shadow Buddy will give 2 thumbs up. Okay, I'm gonna go get a laptop and see what I can find out about all the stuff going on then.
Yeah, the incidents might be good. Also, might be an interesting idea to give a second look to the crazier conspiracy theories, because some of them might be more right than you first thought. Okay.
Alright. At this point, you are going to hear a loud explosion and feel everything shake. Something is happening outside.
Oh!
Ah, the information came via artillery. Okay. And she'll just land a little bit more aggressively. Okay, Flaming Claymore. You and me, we're up front. Chains is in the back. Shadow can... You'll figure out where you're going. Because I think you're going to be better at maneuvering. Ugh. I'm going to have to stab somebody today. And she's going up the stairs.
You are way too casual about that. Shadow Buddy pats Kiara on the back again. I know, but like, she is way too casual about it.
I mean, the other thing you'll notice is this entire time she's been getting increasingly more uncomfortable with not having a target. The explosion actually focused her, and she's like, oh, thank God, something clear-cut.
Alright.
Whips up the stairs so fast. She's very fast.
Cool.
Silva uses her chain to pull her around because that is faster than running.
Right.
Kiara runs, unlike you movement-having people.
Oh. Alright, Edgy Spider-Man, legs, and Flatworm Friday.
Alright, so you get outside and you see 4 of these things floating around. And there's a chunk missing out of the road.
What
Ah.
the
Weird.
flying fuck is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
A flying
we're
fuck.
Okay. Hey, Goldie McQuest Giver, you got any info on that thing?
It's called a Graptolus. Or that's what we called them anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Suggested action plan, and how much of a problem is that?
It shouldn't be terribly difficult to deal with them. They're not
How
like
big is it?
Oh, also, while that's happening,
okay.
she's
so,
going to take her phone out and take photos, because, yeah, you need photographic evidence of this.
that thing is about 5 feet tall.
Okay. It just kind of floats
Okay.
around.
Presumably makes explosions of some variety. I don't know if it's doing that yet, but it does that.
So that like yellow bulb explodes.
You'll see.
Oh.
We're gonna find
I'm assuming
out.
it's more a gas bag, and we're looking at something that's floating.
Okay.
That's
So.
a problem.
Zella resists the very strong urge to just slice that thing right up.
Oh, that's my plan once we confirm that this isn't just some, like, equivalent to a squirrel. Which is what her follow-up is, just like, we're asking if that's actually a hostile thing, or if that's just...
They are. Yes, they're hostile.
sort of just floating there.
I mean,
and
I'd
eating
like
the
to not wait. Sorry.
Judging by the chunk missing out of the ground there, I think they've eaten something.
Was there a car there when we came in?
What's there?
One sec. That would be. That would be roll mental to see if you remember.
Ah, I have
Okay.
no ranks.
I mean, you still roll 2d6, so.
I can't even remember how the hell that system works, so give me a sec. There's no
Rolled a
ranks.
9.
Oh, you rolled a 9?
All right. So yes, there was a vehicle there.
Oh, good. Was it? I hope it wasn't the truck. Says RJ laughing.
No, it wasn't that vehicle. It was.
I mean, that would just take all the hesitation out of Alma.
It was a regular like car, not a truck.
Okay, so somebody's Taurus just got dobbed?
Basically,
Shit. Are they doing anything else, or are they just there?
they have begun to float towards you guys.
Oh,
Achuda.
Ah! I would rather not get eaten. Let's,
That's fair.
All right.
We are
So yeah,
we are
they're
conveniently already transformed.
I've got a feeling. I think my theory about us all being transformed to one place did pan out, and not in the way I intended. And she immediately is in a, like, slightly off the ground floating combat stance.
How does initiative work in this game? It's been a while.
He probably
there a-
doesn't.
one moment. Let me.
This game's mechanics are so odd.
Okay,
They're very
let's
different
see.
from your standard thing.
Does it have? It has to have an initiative.
Sort of.
Play sequence. The game is a conversation. God. Sets the situation, prompts the players to action, asking what you do. You decide how players act, and roll for moves when needed.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see.
Are they seriously not integrated initiative system?
Oh, it might just be a if they caught us off guard, they get to shoot first. If they don't, we get to shoot first type deal.
I'm gonna run it that way. Yeah, because it doesn't specify.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see anything like we're talking about it.
Who is first then? Though I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know how to read whether they have us off guard or not because.
Well, you can clearly see them coming at you, and they're about. I'm gonna say they've gotten to about like 6 or 7 feet away at this point, so you guys need to
Oh.
act.
I wasn't sure what the scale of distance is because I'm not sure how to respond. She's actually. This will be a fun thing to note. She looks more off her game dealing with these things. Everything else was like, she can make a joke about this. This is just so weird looking. She's like, what the
Yes.
fuck?
So diplomacy's not going to be possible with these creatures. So
Oh no, I'm stabbing it.
yeah, yeah. I'm slicing this thing up.
Flash.
Oh, you're looking at the list of moves. Yeah, we have anyone that doesn't have the book open, especially right now, probably open the book.
Yeah, clash, thwart peril,
What book are you
protect
talking
someone.
Oh,
The
in the
Glitter Hearts
info-
rule book. The PDF
Yeah.
is in info. You
Oh.
can download it.
about? Right.
You want the bottom one, so it's rules digital. If
Yeah.
you're looking for the list of general moves, it's on page 8. It starts on page 8, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so that way you have those, like, in your thoughts.
Yeah, so I'm probably just going to do the clash to begin with. If it's just plus physical, they damage me, which is going to be interesting. Because the combat in the system is an odd way of working.
Sorry, what page did you say?
Page 8 is the basic moves. It's the start. That's the generalized. Yeah. The summary of all the
59 is
moves.
where Clash is.
No. The summary of all the moves, you can see them all on one page, is on page 8.
Yes.
I was not done describing. And then the moves start on page 55.
Yeah,
Just trying to make sure so that way Aaron has places to go to.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So can we just attack
eight-
like when we want, or
Um,
can I just
It's gonna be
attack right now?
essentially,
Yeah, I think this is working. It's like a one turn, then the other turn kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Us then them type
Yeah,
deal.
yeah, it's a less
Oh, I-
complex initiative system, but it also has bad things for us in some ways. Okay.
You got this. Alright, so
I
Let's
don't
party.
have my dice because I'm so used to using roll systems, but I can use roll space thing.
okay.
I have
6,
I have
and I
base.
believe you add physical. It's just to the total, I believe. Okay. I have that. I rolled double 6s.
Nice.
Okay then. Yeah. So 13 total. Apparently, Alma has decided. I don't know what's going on, but I do understand violence.
Sweet. Okay, so
So, this will make some sense. Is this entire time, Alma and everyone has kind of just felt off their game. There's the 12 plus effect of all magical girls involved in the fight get +1 forward, which I need to look up what forward is. We'll go with that effect in addition to just doing damage. Hers is a 2 damage base thing. Let me check the. There was something else it had other properties. Let me take a look-see. Using mystical connections under Sag. Yeah, it was close and wounding, which the closest is the range. Which actually means she doesn't have to close in, as she's more throwing it. Ranged melee kind of shenanigans. What would this look like?
okay.
Actually, yeah, she's just spear chucking and finding it oddly easy to control it midair. And apparently, since double sixing, yeah, I guess I can flex. She's aiming for the big, giant, glowy target. And just laying into it. So yeah.
Alright, how much damage was that?
It's a wounding weapon, which I believe just means it's a flat 2, if I remember right.
2, okay.
Let me double check, because the weapons are more described in a different archetype rather than properly. Yeah, wounding causes 2 damage.
2 damage,
It
okay.
would either be that or it'd be your physical rating, but that is higher than her physical.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, so you manage to hit it, and it manages to stretch one of its tentacles out and slap you with it. You take 3 damage.
That is not ideal. That is a lot of damage. Yeah, we'll just... And it just feels like a kinetic hit.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. After still laying into it a decent amount and... How is she helping everybody? Ah, it's got... No, it actually fits her character. Everybody else needs a bit more time. It was getting far too close. It's getting a hell of a lot less close.
Okay, there are 4 of these.
Ah, okay. I'll try to do something.
So you've got their attention at the moment because you've attacked one of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. She's doing her best to draw aggro right now, so that's the forward thing. I'm gonna look at what the forward was. I think it was just a +1 bonus in general.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's described
From
in
the
a...
next roll.
Let me check. Somebody
I
else did
believe
it,
a
this thing.
forward is 2 yes, actually, until it gets countered.
Yeah,
Oh.
I need to check. I remember it wasn't located in an area that's very... It's not
Easy to grab.
indexed. It's like in a paragraph somewhere.
Yep. Also, Aaron, this is the fun. We do not, as we have not played the system too much, we're also going to be figuring some stuff out.
Oh yeah,
So.
yeah. Especially because most of us are used to crunchier systems. Let's see. Benefit can also be an ongoing +1 to dice rolls while in that scene, referred to as a +1 forward. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, I've just given everyone a +1 bonus to yes rolls.
the idea of the way that works is that it's supposed to be like the beginning of a fight where everything is pretty even, but as one side starts to be doing better, they're doing better.
Alma is aggressively going, oh, we need to set a tempo. Got it.
Okay.
Bang.
All right, who wants to act
Two.
next?
I would like to act next.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to hop backwards so I'm not on the front line. And then I am going to throw some chains at one of these.
Okay. Are
My
you
chains
attacking
don't have a damage rating.
Are you attacking a different one or the same one that has already been?
I'm going to attack a different one,
Okay.
I'll see if it doesn't have a flat normal damage rating, it's your physical.
which is 0.
That's a problem.
Then it's 1.
Is that how it works?
I believe so.
It should, because that's dumb otherwise.
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah.
can't be less than 1.
Yeah. So in theory, you have to be able to deal a damage.
Yeah.
I was worried about this when I heard about how the system worked. I was like, that just feels like shitty.
Alright, so I rolled a total of 11.
Nice. Okay.
That's damage.
Because, yeah. So actually, I'm not trying to damage it because my weapon is restraining.
Ooh. I'm
Mm.
getting closer. It's cool.
What did you say? I think you were cutting out.
Forceful.
The
He's
chains are
he's using-
restraining.
Change
Yeah.
the training?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna hold it in place, so at least one of them won't be able to get closer.
I'm gonna. If an 11 is enough, I'm actually going to whip it further away from us and then hold it in place.
Yes. On a 10 plus, you can. One of the things you can do is force them where you want them.
I mean, my assumption would be around a light post and then yank. And that flings them.
It should be fun. All right.
I wonder how it still damages him, though. 'Cause technically, that's
I mean,
how that
just
works.
from Jane just squeezing. Honestly, it's the same way if like I wrap something around your like arm and pulled real fucking hard.
It damaging.
Oh.
With how far away from the creature she is, this one doesn't have a proper ranged attack, so it can't.
Okay, we are ruling that fairly sensible things. Yeah.
Yes.
Clash just says you damage each other, which is
Yeah, this specifically, it's far enough away that it can't do anything.
okay. Good.
Cool. Benefits of range.
Yep.
I have a plan.
That's
I
also
don't know
why
if-
I hop backward.
Oh, it says apparently if they can't effectively fight back, then they inflict damage as the narrative suggests. Okay, that's just stupid.
Well, the
effectively,
narrative
if-
suggests that they can't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
No. I
That's
mean,
fine.
like, no. I mean, like, you would deal damage to them narratively instead of even doing a clash. I'm like, okay, well then there's no roll. That's just what?
Yeah, no, I'm not
No.
gonna choose to do that.
I'd rather roll. Thank you.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
With that in mind, question: do you want the next round, Aaron?
Sure.
Sweet,
Okay,
alright.
So, Zella aims her sword towards the, what is this thing called? Vertic? No,
Graptolus.
grappler. And runs toward it very quickly and slices that thin green, like stem kind of thing.
Oh, okay,
Isn't it?
okay.
Go for the throat.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right.
So do I have to roll or something?
Yeah, it's 2d6.
Yeah.
2d6 plus your physical stat if you have one, plus
2d6 means-
1 because of me.
2d6 means 2 of the 6-sided dice, yeah.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
So 2 of those,
Then you're gonna add the result. Yeah.
like roll them at the same time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ideally, yes. If you have more than one.
Okay, I got a 4 and a 5.
Not
That's
bad.
9 plus 1 from Aiden's thing, so you got a 10.
Oh,
And do
okay.
you have a physical score?
Uh, no.
You score a 0 then?
Yeah, I get 0.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then it's just a total of 10, which is enough to get over that one threshold.
Yep.
You got you got some options. You can take it forward, so you get another running bonus, or give one to another person. You can hurt it more. You can get hurt less. You can push them, or you could make them drop something. Although I don't think they're holding anything.
I will hurt it more.
The throat shot,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay.
And you're using what is that? I'm gonna check because I actually know that weapon. It's in the fire one. Flaming sword has hand and sharp.
And it does 1 extra damage.
1 extra damage, and so if it's the base, that's essentially still 2 with a base of 1 because that's how things work.
Yeah.
Auto.
Where are
Okay.
you guys looking at all this stuff?
It's in the rules book.
I'm just jumping around the rules book.
Oh, I
quickly.
see, okay.
Yeah. If you want, I can try to give you pages as people are jumping to things, because that might make it easier to track.
Oh, yeah, sure. I don't want to bother you too much, but that'll be nice, yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
This-
So the
this
clash
is-
rules are on page 59. The specific sword we're looking at for you is on 36. That's what told us what qualities you have.
Oh.
As far as the page for the qualities themselves, gosh, I don't remember that
33.
number off the top of my head.
33?
Is that the page?
You can find it under the warrior archetype. That's how I've been using it because it has a list of all the effects. They're in there for some reason. This book is.
Oh no, there's another one below it then too. So it's Plotus in more than one place actually. Is what that means.
Wait, what do you
That's
mean?
okay.
There's another one?
There's another list. That's all.
Where?
In the weaponry section on page 78.
Oh. Oh, thank
Yeah.
God. Okay, they're actually sensible.
Yeah, so 78 will have all of the weapon qualities. If you're looking for those as well.
So what does it mean by hand and sharp?
Hand is a range.
Range?
Yeah, so if you go to 78, it'll let you know. That's just, hand is mostly telling you.
It's hand-to-hand
Yeah, it's
combat
covering-
range.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm using a close one, which is, even though it's a melee weapon, technically it has a 60-foot range because it's doing some like magic returning spear stuff.
So you can throw the spear and it will return to you?
Aye. I mean, it's essentially we have been flavoring it because her element is technically sadness, but I'm going for like a water naval thing.
Okay.
She's a harpoon gun without the gun. She's just throwing the damn harpoon.
Awesome.
Okay, so is Zella attacking a new monster or one of the ones that's already been attacked?
The closest one to her.
That makes sense. That would definitely not be the one that RJ hit.
No.
Or Andrew.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
So there's 4 of
Okay,
them.
okay.
and
There
of
are
them,
4
of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are they all, like, each one is coming towards one of us?
Well, aside from the one that Andrew has forced into a position, the other 3 were following Aiden's character.
Alma. Yeah, that makes
Alma,
sense.
yes.
She grew aggro. I mean, I have an idea. Roll for it. 'Cause there's 3 possible targets, 1 to 3. Let's have mine. The one I hit is 1. The others are 2 and 3. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Because theater of the mind weirdness.
Okay, so that's one of the ones that hasn't been hit yet?
It would be if
theory.
we go with what I did.
Okay.
Is that okay, Aaron?
Wait, what was that?
Effectively, Aiden rolled a dice to randomly determine, unless you had a specific one you'd rather target. So you can either target the one that Aiden was already fighting, or target one of the other 2 that are floating nearby.
Yeah, whichever one's closest to me, really.
Okay.
So it would have to be random then, yeah. Because the theater of the mind is wonky.
Unless, wait, is there more than one attacking Alma?
Alma
No,
has
well,
drawn
yeah.
aggro. They are all targeting her.
Except for the one
yeah,
that
all but
Andy
one.
has yanked away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are 3 targeting Alma right now.
Oh.
One that is very sad.
So I'll attack one of the ones that Aiden got there.
Okay.
Or,
Okay.
Almost.
So do the tactical and you hit the one that's injured.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. All right,
Okay.
and with
It's 3 damage total because
3 damage?
because 1 base plus 1 for the weapon, and he chose the do an extra damage roll effect. So and it's an injured one. She is laying into a bitch.
okay. So you swing your sword and it cuts through the creature, and the creature falls into 2 separate pieces and then dissolves. You have killed it.
Nice.
Nice. First blood.
Well done, well done. Alright.
Yeah, I killed it, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thin neck really does seem like a weak point.
Right?
As you, sorry, go ahead.
I was just assuming that, like, that yellow bulb is kind of floating and kind of keeps it afloat,
Same. That's why I threw a spear at it.
right?
I agree with that.
So you managed to kill it before it could do any damage to you.
Yay. Alright.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay.
What happens if you get damaged? Like, do your character heal?
You lose some health.
Yeah.
Yeah, you heal between battles,
You
essentially.
can heal over time, and there's also healing magic, which eventually I will be getting.
So as long as you survive the battle,
Then
Go
you'll
back.
Yeah,
heal
you
up.
We'll
should
start
Yeah.
healing up.
Like if you're an inch from death and you have a battle in like 30 minutes, you're probably gonna go into it still a little beat up.
right?
Probably.
Yeah. There's a roll that actually determines how much health you recover. It's one of the
Oh yeah.
Yep.
it's one of the things.
There's a roll at the end. So, okay. Okay. That's cool. That went well.
All right, we have murdered a balloon.
Kind of,
Alright.
though.
Hopefully we will be murdering a stick and balloon. It's just plus physical to the hit. I need to remember that. Okay. Alright. So Kiara's going to look at the situation. That actually will work very well. See Zella cut the thing at the thin stem. Just kind of look to her little shadow buddy and just kind of, I wonder, would it be possible for us to, the shadow buddy will nod, and then she will charge forward,
Alright.
and we're gonna go for a stab of our own. But utilize so the way I'm going to flavor it is the shadow buddy is going to kind of wrap around her arm in the same way a bracer would, and the
Okay.
shadows are gonna kind of like try to stab forward because that's where she's
Okay.
gonna get her weapon.
Cool.
E.
Alright, so you're attacking one of the 2 that hasn't been damaged yet?
Yep.
Okay.
100%. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and roll some dice. Come
Fucking
on,
Alex.
dice.
Fucking Alex Mercer shadow control.
And then, so you give me a +1. I get a +1 for using my shadow. And then I only have 1 physical, so I have 3. A +3 total.
Oh, you have physical too. All right.
Okay. That is a 4 and a 5, which means a total of 12.
Nice.
Ah, the
Alright.
bigger threshold. Jeez.
But hold on. There is one more effect. Because I am also going to utilize pinpointing their weakness.
Nice, nice.
Which means I get to roll mental now as well to see if I get extra effects.
Sweet.
And then I'm gonna keep the forward as well.
Kinda
So
makes
this should
sense
be
Wait, let me examine what the fuck I'm swinging at.
yeah. And analysis is what she's very, very good at. So it's very. Alright.
Solid.
She didn't roll super great, but thanks to the advantage that you gave, I did get a 10. To the forward that you gave us, I got a 10. That means I'm
Nice.
going to deal an additional 2 damage with this swing.
Jesus.
Excellent.
So that's 5 and 1. Like, I don't have a weapon. Does the highest damage in one swing.
5 damage?
Stab. So that's 2 from that. Train of thought exploded for a second. Sorry. Go to the clash
it's 3
itself.
plus 2. You said it was a base, and then the Shadow had a bonus. He had a physical stat. Or wait, no, it wouldn't be plus 1.
No. That was the
Randall.
to roll. That was the roll. Let me do the
Yeah,
math for
sorry.
the damage real
So
quick.
it'd be 2 base. I'm dumb.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 4. I think I'm doing. On.
4.
Sorry, things are hard. Should be 4 damage, but I'm going to choose.
Oh yeah, you can choose a result still.
Yeah, I haven't chosen my result yet, so I can either just do double damage just to try to kill it outright, or do we want another forward? Question mark.
We're ticking them out fast enough. We don't really need the sustain.
Okay.
I'm
gonna just
Doing
do double
10 in one
damage.
swipe does sound kind of hilarious.
What, Andrew?
I need the sustain.
Okay.
I
Then
feel
I
low
will just
damage.
give us.
I feel very low damage normally.
Gotcha. Okay, so then we will go for an additional forward. So now we have a +2 on everything.
Okay. And you do 4
So I
damage.
should. Yes, I think that number is correct. It's either 4 or 5. Does a forward count to damage too?
No, it shouldn't.
It doesn't, no, it's just the rolls.
Okay, then yes.
That would be terrifying.
Okay, so then it's just 4. It's just 4. 4 damage. Stab
4
with the
damage,
shadow
okay.
stabs.
So that hurts it. That hurts it a lot. It's mad at you now.
Oh no.
It manages to slam into you and you take 2 damage.
She will yelp as she gets slammed back. Because she's not good at fighting, and she's not used to not getting admittedly kind of just put on her ass on one hit, so she's kind of confused.
Yeah, they hit decently well for balloons. But they die just as easy.
So then enemy turn.
Yeah, here's my sword. Sword.
Ah.
Classic.
Go for the classic.
Hell yeah.
Alright. So I think everything's done. Yeah, alright, back to top of round.
Well, the enemies.
Well, the enemies attack when you attack.
Oh, that's why there's. I understand. That's why
They
there's
don't
no
get
initiative.
actions?
That's why there's no initiative.
I think
Plus-
special enemies would get their
Yeah.
own action.
Yes,
But
but
these are
these are yeah, exactly.
God, this
Yep, yep,
system
yep.
throws me off. It's so not how it normally works.
Yeah, it's very different. But yeah, no, that makes sense. That's why there's no initiative though, because these are
So I
underlings,
would-
I think.
I would like to go first this round.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to. So I've got one grappled with my chains. My chains automatically get to move things around without getting a 10 on the result because they have the forceful feature.
Right.
So I'm going to swing the one I've got around into the one that just hit Kiara.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a classic move.
And Silva's going to yell, "Kiara, you should duck."
It's
And
the
I dropped
response
my
that she
die.
pressed.
And oh, that's a 10 on dice, so that's a 12.
Oh, nice.
Jesus. Alright.
Or forward.
Or you could double it and just remove its fucking spine.
You have options. Honestly.
Well, I don't deal a lot of damage, so I'm not going to double my damage.
Well,
Fair enough.
what's your base damage?
My base damage is 0,
So
so
what?
1.
Yeah, okay, so I guess doubling it wouldn't be that great. So you could make it so you get no hit, although I think your range kind of
The range, yeah.
more forwards.
I've got to give more forward.
All right.
More forward.
I'm battlefield.
Are we at
I am
plus 3 now?
battlefield control. We're at +3 now.
We are at 3.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am battlefield control. This is what I do. I get us ramping.
Ramp.
All right.
Ramp.
And hopefully I just did a damage to both of them. The hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
You did indeed, and the one that Kiara was attacking disintegrates.
Nice.
You're welcome.
She nods. Kiara's eyes are kind of just like bouncing around the battlefield, trying to take in way too much information.
So that works. Alright. I'm a shank.
I
One moment. And 6 and 2, total 11.
nice.
We're going to do...
Did you forget that we're at +3 now?
Yes.
No. You got it right.
So we're going to... Wait, it's +3. Oh, I forgot I have a physical.
I know,
So
go No, Andrew's right. We're both wrong.
What?
Because I was agreeing with your 11. We're both wrong. Andrew's right. If you should be at 12.
Yeah, 12, because I did the +3, but I forgot it's actually +4 because I have a physical. I'm a dingus. So yeah, that's enough to get the thing. And let's see, there's grappled one, and I think there's one that hasn't been hit at all.
Yes.
The unhit one is getting hit with the double damage, and I'm hitting it with 4.
4. All right. You have done some significant damage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it schmacking me?
Yes. So it got 8.
Well, she would consider putting some distance because she actually can. What she's currently doing is more of a... She's moving backwards, but staying in range of it to try to draw them away from allies. She's just assuming she can just take the hits and not give a shit.
Yeah, so it's gonna tentacle slap you. So that's another 3.
Yeah, they're really hitting hard on me.
Yep.
Not ideal. Maybe I shouldn't keep taking that because you don't actually have much health in the system.
Alright. Yeah, you can if you want.
Yeah, go.
Papa.
Okay. Zella will attack again with the flaming sword, but this time, can I just kind of like make a move or no?
I mean, you can
Make up
choose
moves, yeah.
how
okay.
you use the. Yeah.
Okay, I want her to do like a spinning kind of tornado slice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. to the bulb, the yellow bulb of the thing.
Which one? The grappled one or the other one?
The grappled one.
The grappled one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Roll.
Five and a 1. 6.
So 6 plus 3.
And plus 1. Do I have plus 1 physical or is it just 0?
It
Depends on
if
what your
you-
physical
I
stat
believe you
is.
said you had no physical stat.
Yeah, so it's 0.
We got a 9.
9.
Okay, that's enough to hit.
Hey.
Yeah, it doesn't get an extra effect, but you hit. That's still good.
Yep.
All right, and your damage, base damage was 1?
2.
2? 2? Okay. That is enough to kill it.
Because she has a,
Sword.
yeah, she has a
Because the sword is sharp.
sharp.
It does extra damage.
Cool, okay, yeah. Alright, so
Good
that
shit.
one is gone. There is one remaining.
And I get the final kill. Let's find out. Alright, we're gonna try to get the final kill. Alright. So, looking at the last one, we're gonna have Kiara try to have the shadow kind of extend into more of a spiked ball for this swing.
Okay.
she's just gonna try to spin it around and then bring it crashing down on top of the balloon part because that sounds cool.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, so well this. All right, and then start doing math real quick. That is not the roll we were loving, but that's okay because 3, 4. Alright, I'm definitely still gonna get my licks in here. So I'm hitting the restrained one, I think, is the last one here, right?
No, that's-
yeah.
The restrained one just died.
Yeah, it's the one that
Oh, okay. I'm hitting the fresh one.
laid into for 4.
Gotcha. So I'm hitting this one. Okay. My bad. And then I need to roll my mental, because I'm going to try to pinpoint its weaknesses. Yes. Fuck yeah. Let's do that again. Awesome. That is infinitely better. 2 plus 3 that's 11 for that. So I will be getting the bonus damage. 3 plus 1 is what was that? So oh wait, does that still get what I think it does? Okay, cool. We just barely. We are going to go ahead and I can only get that effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and deal 5.
Excellent. It is dead.
Hey,
You have won.
alright.
All right.
Yara's eyes stop bugging out slowly. They're gonna take a second to do so. Just gonna... That was weird.
Yeah. And Alma's going to kick off the ground and go up into the sky to look for more because she
Oh,
doesn't
nice.
know that's it.
Okay. You don't see anything in the immediate area.
I see. Or I don't. Okay. She'll be up there for a bit while people recover. Also injured. Jesus Christ, they could beat the shit out of her.
Congratulations, you've won your first battle.
Alright.
Kiara's shadow. Sorry, what? Is anyone what?
Did anyone see? Or was there a bunch of people around? Or
Oh, that's true. I actually had not even considered that.
Alright, well, you guys look around. There doesn't appear to be anybody in the area.
Kiara lets out a breath of like massive relief because oh god, had she forgotten, and oh that would have been stressful.
Alma's gonna slowly land and actually note that. Just why is no one here?
Well, my assumption is that these either don't normally attack when there are people around, or we know about it,
Oh,
or they only attack when there are very few people around, and then they eat.
yeah. No, you're probably right.
or were they sent to attack us?
I was
We
thinking
have-
that as well. There's a lot of us in one location.
Maybe they can sense our powers.
Which is what I was wondering about.
that-
Moose, whose name I still haven't asked about for, and I'm now remembering that I haven't done that.
You asked for its name. You asked for its name specifically.
I did give you the name.
Yeah, what was it?
I didn't ask for it.
Lumitum.
Wait, I did. Holy shit,
Yeah.
I did. It's a day today. It is in fact a day, Lumiton. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so you know anything about these? Do they, I don't know, eat powerful people? I have no idea.
They consume matter, living and inorganic, and convert it into energy. And some of that energy obviously is for them so that they can, exist, and the rest of it gets filtered to they have I never figured out how, but they have a way to store energy. And
Maybe in
they,
that bulb thing.
well, no, like to siphon energy from those creatures into a storage. And
Oh.
they use that energy to open the rift when they have enough of it.
Oh.
So non-zero chance they could also eat some energy if they get too many hits in on us. I mean, could they get anything from our attacks, or would they have to actually eat something?
They have to consume matter.
Oh, okay. Well, they didn't eat much. Well, looks at the not car. I mean, other than that, poor
It
guy's
could have
sedan,
been
he's
worse.
gone. Yeah, hopefully he wasn't
bad.
in it.
Hopefully,
So they only consume organic matter. I guess,
or
huh?
no, any matter, organic
Any
or
matter.
inorganic. So they consumed the car, yes.
So why would
and-
they go after us? Like, why would they go after something? that
Because
died
we
back?
were there.
Well,
Because
Oh yeah.
they're mindless, hungry animals, basically.
I think whatever we're carrying around is probably a bit more potent than car and asphalt.
Okay.
If it's not, I'm scared of that car.
Okay. So, but what that does give us a little bit of information, though.
So because
Carol
we're
will
so
say.
we're like powerful, stronger than normal, they're more attracted to us than they would be like a tree or something.
Which
Basically,
means this
yeah.
is going to be happening a decent amount.
Those,
But the nice thing about it is, oh, sorry, go on.
those creatures are just the beginning. There are other creatures that will begin to show up as things progress. The faster we deal with this, the better, the less of the monsters they can pull through. These are nothing compared to some of the more focused creatures.
This is a mindless worker bee or a brute system, honestly.
Essentially.
That's okay, though. We can make one nice little solace. If they all were coming from a direction, we should probably start looking that way, or at least a idea of what's going on and where these ones potentially came from. Because if they all were coming from one direction,
Well, I suppose we could check the security footage from the club. This did happen right outside.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah, let's go do that. While I take a... Shit. Whoa.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, the adrenaline's wearing off. God damn, those things hit hard. Maybe I should have put some distance.
Live and
Dara will
learn.
just kind of look at the large gash in her in the arm she was using to punch stab. Kind of. Oh yeah, no, that is definitely wearing off. And ow!
Yeah, so,
some-
I didn't
some
get to eat
first
enough
aid might
taquitos.
be in order.
Feel free to eat. If we run out, I can make more.
Yeah.
Takes about 20 minutes.
I'm gonna go do that. And she'll...
Kiara,
go
you
back.
should get that wound looked after.
I'll be okay. Yeah, it's need a sec. I think. These ones aren't like
Did anyone?
poison or something, are they?
No. So the most damage you guys are gonna have will be like cuts, like not anything that would require stitches, but you're probably gonna want to disinfect and bandage. In the case of the body slam, that's gonna leave some hella bruises.
Makes sense.
But we're all relatively okay.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. I was also trying to just kind of RP that because I remember, yeah, she got below half health.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Zella
yeah,
lights a
it's
cigarette.
aware. It's a good call.
Yeah, I'm,
Kiro.
I
She's
guess
kind of
so.
coming down high. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. She's going to stay outside, and technically, she's going to try to look around for any clues outside before she goes in to actually analyze the security footage. Just because she feels very weirdly buzzed. She's not used to paying this much attention and actually having it pan out.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Can actually, I'll wait till we get the information before I make that one roll, because there is actually a roll that I literally want to make, or an action, or I guess a move. I'm not used to calling them moves yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I'll get used to it, because there is.
I'm just going to do a quick thing and check my phone. She is going to make sure that the picture of this thing still works because, classic supernatural problem. Photos don't work.
That's
It would
true.
also affect the security footage, but I'm just checking the phone.
Yeah, do they show
I
up in
mean,
pictures, or are they vampires?
They show up in pictures. You got a pretty clear shot.
Okay. It's still so fucking weird, people might not believe it, but at least I have photographic evidence. Of course, if I put that out, that's going to tip the cult off. I could do that intentionally.
Okay.
I need to make social media for this persona, don't I? Okay.
As we head inside, Kiara will kind of tell everybody going forward for information gathering, if people are going to get that stuff, send it to her so she can properly investigate it.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, sure.
Mental is my stat.
Yeah, I didn't end up doing that one.
It's okay. That's why I'm here. And then for the looking at things through the security cameras at the shop, plus what she saw outside, can I do a glimpse the truth roll?
Absolutely, go for it.
Cool. I assume we don't get to keep our 3 forwards from combat. I assume that dies off when combat does.
That did go away. Yes.
Dang. Alright, let me figure out the exacts here. I don't know if I can finagle my shadow helping me with this. Because it's checking a computer. If I was doing it outside, I could honestly argue it, but I'm not doing it outside. So I think I have to kind of just go without the shadow assist this time. Alright. Investigado. Oh, shit. I rolled good, though. We
Cool.
rolled a 2 and a 6. That gets us to a 10.
Okay.
Hold 3. I forget what the holds are.
So in this instance, you spend the holds to ask questions off the list.
Oh. Okay. Thank you. So let's see. As part of the what happened here recently, can we figure out at least a general direction they were coming from?
Yes. Okay, so did we decide what street the club's on?
I don't know Toronto.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know anything.
Oh no.
Let's do
I know it's lakefront, that's about it.
Dundas.
One moment. It's
Dundas is a big street.
I'm just gonna pull up Toronto on a map real quick.
Or Young, maybe. See what kind of downtown.
Okay, let's see. Harborfront. Oh, Lakeshore Boulevard. Okay.
Oh, is that just the name of a street? That works.
Yeah. So y'all are on Lakeshore Boulevard West. That's north. They came from the east. Towards, Trillium Park.
Okay. I think they came from the direction of Trillium Park. That's what it looks like based on what I'm seeing on the cameras. Let's see. What
So you're going
else can I...
towards it, not from it.
Or from it, sorry. I might have misspoke.
No,
I'm
you-
in the middle of kind of...
You
What?
did say from it. I was saying it's not that.
Oh. Do I have
towards
it
the park
backward?
from the east.
Do we have a specific location
I don't know.
for Silva's Club?
Yeah, one sec.
So I'm being psychotic about details.
It's fine. Man, I was just gonna roleplay my character saying information wrong. Don't stress, please. It's all good. No stress.
Okay, I'm just going to...
Screen share of some kind.
So, you're kinda here by the Bailey Bridge area, and Trillium Park is over here. This is the direction they were coming from, this
Oh.
way.
I was wrong. All right, fuck.
No problem.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll just
here.
like.
Sorry?
Okay, so Trillium.
It
Oh,
just popped
Aaron
up
hadn't
in-
gotten it.
Yeah, it just popped up on my screen. So
Yeah, so you guys are
Oh.
like here-ish.
okay.
They're coming from that park to the east of us.
Yeah, over here.
Kira will point that out and then try to figure out more information using the remaining questions. We're gonna go ahead and do. We'll try the what's about to happen, see if we can kind of figure out anything based on their like patterns or whatever. And then the last question that we will use is what new and useful information, because I'm not sure what else we can gather off of just them showing up.
Let me think here. So... I mean, as far as you can tell in terms of what's going to happen, it's fairly obvious that these things are gonna keep showing up in general. Sorry, my brain just farted. What was the other one?
The other one was what new and useful information. The generic, I don't know, what extra information can I get question.
Oh, okay. So you can actually witness them converging on the car and devouring it. And
Okay.
then once they finish eating it, they kind of light up, and then an energy blast comes off of them, and that's what took the chunk out of the pavement.
Oh.
So they're
Okay.
transmitting energy via exploding.
Basically.
Could be a
That's
gas burst, like they're firing it like a bullet or something else.
I mean, under worst case scenario, it means that we don't have a way to stop them from transmitting matter they've eaten directly to whatever the storage thing is. As a other thing, we at least know what's been shutting down random buildings and schools and stuff,
Yep.
or at
they
least
don't-
hopefully.
They don't die
it's-
when they do like an explosion thing, right?
No,
the-
they're just releasing energy.
They
for
could just keep doing that over and over.
Yeah.
Yep.
The explosion comes from underneath,
Um.
like that.
So yeah, it blasts down from under the skirt
Thing. Yeah.
and kind of just poofs out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bit stressful, but makes sense. Okay. That means if I had to guess, we're gonna need to get over to that park. There's probably gonna be more of them on the way. Because if, assuming their transmitting has any kind of, it cares at all about range. Yeah, that would make sense. So is there, since there is more just in general kind of AI stuff, this is RJ asking me, DM. I'm going to try to have, actually, Kira's going to try to set up something that can just kind of check for like the most incidents effectively of like things being destroyed over the last couple of weeks or months. And see if we can kind of use that to pinpoint more areas.
Okay.
So that way, when we, in theory, this is not for right now. The park is the main target right this second, but this is for giving us like leads later, effectively.
Right. Okay.
And I would like to ask for us to be done for the evening because
Figured.
Oh,
it's 1:30 in the
10:30.
morning.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely
Fun.
fair. I was gonna call it soon anyway.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, you guys accomplished a fair amount.
Cool, yeah. That's fun.
Okay, so
That's a lot of that happened.
there's an end of session thing. Let me get to it.
Ironically, the XP growth thing is for failing, and we did very well, so.
You did great. Well,
Okay.
I also have the ability as a tactician to grant us things that we usually only get when we're in duress. Also, technically, Aiden, you got a PowerPoint because you dropped below half HP.
Oh. Okay.
It's at
Yeah,
the
one by
beginning of
def-
session, so
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of session, the GM asks questions. If the group answers 2 or more with yes, you get 1 XP. If you answer 3 or more with yes, you get 2 XP.
The fuck?
So this is a little weird.
It just sounds like you, like, hey, say what you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Alright, so number 1 is, did we learn something new and important about the larger threat to the world? So that's obviously yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we save someone from the machinations of the evil forces at play? Not necessarily.
We saved ourselves.
Not really.
Was there a guy in that car?
That's good.
It was an empty car.
Yay. That's good. We also find out they go into places that are uncomfortably empty. Like, I think they're actually making it empty. That's weird.
Let's see. Did we learn something new and important about one of the magical heroes?
Aggressively.
Arguably, yes. 'Cause stuff.
Did we learn something new and important about the source of the hero's powers?
I don't know if that's. I don't know if we actually got that one. Because we're still learning the powers. We don't have, like, the elemental connections down entirely yet.
Right.
I guess actually some. Well, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, we do for some of them. That's because it's slightly obvious for
Yeah.
fire.
Fire is pretty straightforward. Sword is on fire.
Right.
I also want to argue mine's pretty straightforward because it's literally all shadows.
Meanwhile, with her trappings, people are probably assuming Alma's water or something, but it ain't.
Yeah. So I'd
Alright.
say I don't.
I mean,
wanna give
Silva
us
makes
more
no
credit.
assumptions.
True. Silva's the one that's kind of ready for all of this, though.
Last one is, did we develop new friendships or deepen existing ones?
I think we
I-
can say yes to that.
I'm pretty sure we could say yes
There you
to
go.
that because
Alma ain't met Zella
Yeah.
Yeah.
until now.
Alright. Well, that's at least 3 of them, so everybody gets 2 experience.
nice.
All right.
Okay.
Where does
Front door, do I with
go
this EXP?
there?
Over here.
It's like I'm not RPing all the things I had leading into it of her being about the trappings. But then again, we've had little session, and what we've had is, hey, I control my friends and kill things.
I can
Then-
also call my friends by making them a balloon.
I mean, meanwhile, I'm more cringing at, like, it's like, okay, so let's have these nice end of session question stuff. They felt a little, I don't know what the word is. It's cutesy.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
The end of session questions are a thing that kind of makes sense, so I'm okay with it personally. But I
It
do
makes
understand your vibe,
sense.
Aiden. I understand.
It only makes sense if we're honest.
Yes.
Oh,
You
well, I
cannot
guess, yeah, it's
lie
also
about it.
cheesy, but it's more I look at it and I feel like those are analyses that the GM can do, and kind of should be able to.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's to try to keep everyone like involved in the session there too. Like there is some
Yeah.
purpose to it.
I don't want to be involved in deciding how much XP I get.
I mean, technically, I can answer those questions myself.
And it's an option, but I'm good with either way. Oh, that sounds fun.
How much XP
Oh,
do
that's
we need to
terrible.
do anything with?
Yeah, the mechanic is weird.
There's So it says on page 52 if you're looking for how to spend your EXP.
Yeah,
That's
it's like isn't there like a
So
second
it's-
XP system and I got some other one? 'Cause,
No,
the
PowerPoints are not an EXP thing. That's an in-session way to get yourself out of bad situations.
Oh yeah,
It-
and which means it's gone by session ending.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's right. I remember now.
So you have to get 6 EXP to get a hero achievement.
Oh, so we can't do anything with just the XP on its own. You need to. That's how it's weird. It's like you have XP and then actual XP. It's
Yeah.
weird.
So the thought process is effectively when you get enough hero XP to convert it into an achievement, you're supposed to make it something like breakthrough-y realization type thing for your character. That's your benchmark, effectively.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, I remember that was the breakthrough thing. Okay.
You also gain. You also technically gain EXP when you fail a roll.
I know. I saw that earlier on. I was like, "That's." I see why it's there.
It makes sense.
But
It's
it's
just
whack.
also whoa. I'm glad I am not in my power gamer mode because my power gamer mode would be like, what you're saying is I need to make emotional rolls.
Honestly, yeah. It's just like let's just do the things I'm pissed at, but then the system would be like, oh, "You're working on your flaws."
You see, the funny thing is, I actually did make a roll with my bad stat today, but I succeeded.
Hey.
It's
But okay.
mental, by the way.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm good at mental. I got that.
Hopefully, there's not too much. Well, because apparently the for all like the fluffiness of the system, I look into the health thing, and it's like oddly harsh. I mean, this is a system where 0x HP isn't dead. It's just, I can't fight anymore. I assume you can get dead if you hit negatives or something. But
Probably.
but the thing is, to heal, you need a like full day rest, like 24 hours.
Yep.
I'm not against that. I'm just like, that's kind of surprising given everything else. But I guess it's because the pace of it is you're supposed to have a day like that. The goddamn thing has filler episodes and the mechanics.
Yep. That's exactly right.
I am going to go to bed now. I will talk to
Yes,
you guys later.
Alrighty, good night,
Alright.
dude.
Later.
Yes.
Alright. Oh, I'm gonna end the recording now too.